Road. We know that this man was left to run with impunity. We want cases that have previously gone to sleep to be reopened. We want the victims who previously gave in their statements and their reports to be taken seriously and for these cases to be reopened. His time is up today, my sisters and my brothers. His time is up. Okay? So that's the order of the day. I'm going to hand it back over to LB, and then I am and security are going to lead the march up. Is everyone feeling safe? Is anyone afraid? No, we're not afraid today. Nah, we're not afraid today. We are here, and you know what? As much as I said people should wear masks, and very few people are, that just makes me feel so good. We are holding the faith as a collective people, yeah? And black women are saying no more. Imagine though, look at who is protecting us. Look at the close protection security. Brothers from our white community are protecting us, and so very few of our own are protecting us. His time is up. His time is up. Enough is enough. The intimidation is gone. Yeah, you might still be able to fear the brothers or have them in a state of fear, but you ain't scaring the women anymore. You ain't scaring us anymore. We are out here and we are strong. Blessed love, my sisters. Disrupt generational trauma. Let's disrupt that thing. No more, no more. I don't think any of my daughters
back. Of course she was going to come back. Everyone in red, represent.
And in them plan, if you look like a governor, a black man with no aspiration. You know fit up me to the dark complexion. I am a man with no inspiration. That's why me going on the right direction. I'm on a war, this a hurt from creation. It's a dark but we are carry the load. It's a heavy load. We are the true survivors. The true survivors. Now we are carry the load. It's a heavy load. We are the true survivors. We have this good, you know we have no potential. You put me in a box and take me for a criminal. We go on the heroin. Talk, we are talk, we are talk, we are talk to them now. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Come cheers. Ready? His time is up. 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 We've got hundreds on your land. His time is up. 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 Come on, guys, I can't hear you. His time is up. His time is up. His time is up. His time is up. We're not taking it anymore. His time is up. His time is up. His time is up. His time is up. I want to hear your voices now, Jesus. His time is up. 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 Anything else I can block? No peace. No justice. No peace. No justice. No peace. No justice. No peace. No to sex abuse. No sex abuse. No more sex abuse. your rubbish anymore. We don't care about your intimidation, about your gangland violence and your threats of murder. We stand with the most high living God and the most high spirit, and there ain't nothing that you can do to form against us. No weapon formed against us shall prosper. Yeah? There were individuals that I expected to be out here today protecting what really is aunties. Look at us. We're in our 40s and 50s, brothers and sisters. Yeah? For the most part. And 60s as well, looking good. You know? From us right up into our 70s. You understand? And we have to come out here and defend ourselves so that our next generation of daughters will not have to go through what we went through. Yeah? Let it be the name on every lip. Yes, it's alleged. We say that for the legal reasons, but every single person here that knows. The community know, and they stay quiet. If I was out here as some kind of rapper or something...
Guys, we have 160 people on live. If you're in the area, come down. Come join us.
Yeah? But right about now,
Tell them to come down. If you're in the area, come down.
To be honest, I said from last night to myself, when I was in London doing the live, I said to myself, if it's two that turn up, where two or more are gathered in my name is what the scripture says. So therein will be the spirit. It's not about the numbers, it's about the spirit here today. Do you understand? It's about the spirit. And I want anybody who feels that they could be a target locally.
Like and share, guys, like and share.
They're here to assist and they're here to help. We're very grateful of that. But I want you to go and give your name to them. Feel no way. This snitching or not snitching culture that we have in our community, this wall of silence that the press like to beat us with, where we get no justice. Oh, you know, there's a wall of silence, they're not going to tell us anything anyway. It doesn't extend to paedophiles and perpetrators. Snitch on the pedos. 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 Snitching on the pedos. We don't have business with that. Yeah? If you feel unsafe in any way, shape or form, you go and you report that to an officer, give them your name and address, and they are well aware of what the risks are for people that are involved. Yeah? We can't do it on our own. Our men are not going to be the ones to come against their peer group or come against anybody in our name.
Down.
Yeah?
Tell them come down.
Yeah? Sorry, 1 second.
I said, tell them they're on the live, come down.
Yeah. Yeah, whoever's on the come down and support. Stop being a keyboard warrior.
200.
Yeah? We got 200 on the live. Yeah? I know you ain't in Tanzania. I know you're here. So why are you sitting on a live when there is nothing to fear? Show them the crowd, moderator. Nothing to fear. My man turned up in the square looking like he wanted to try to intimidate people. Well, where's all the people that was going to disrupt the march? Does this man know that actually, whether people are frightened or too afraid to tell him to his face, nobody ain't supporting your foolishness anymore? Yeah? That's the reality. Because if it was, we'd be getting flagged from all sides. That's what would be happening. Nobody upon nobody is supporting this foolishness anymore. That stranglehold and that grip has been lost. Yeah, we've proven that today. We've proven that today, my brothers and sisters. Yeah? I've risked COVID hotel, this kind of thing and that kind of thing to make sure that we can stand up. Yes, you see my brother don't keep coming in, how you mean? I want to big up the inner team and the team that's made everything happen on the ground, the team that did know, the people that have been protecting you since I was kind of ducking in and out of the shadows of the last week in the UK and what have you, okay? I'm trying to keep it as low profile as I possibly could, but I was never ever going to let my sisters stand up out here on their own. How do you mean? It would never happen, yeah? It would never ever happen. So, anyone that wants to come up and say something at this point, we've got a couple of open mic slots that's going to be at the beginning here, or at each part of the rally actually. Yeah? I'm jet lagged, going to try to keep going with as much energy as I possibly can. Yeah? Where's Alfie? Where's my sister? Yeah, one at a time. Where's your sister? Help me! Where you there? She's probably doing something over back with the sound or whatever. Yeah? Anybody want to say anything? If not? Okay, yes, fantastic.
Sorry, I've got your water happy.
I'll pop it in for you, yeah?
Okay, so I just wanted to say this is the Afua.
Can we speak up a little, please?
I saw your platform and I went to watch it. Unknown that I was getting triggered. I decided that I needed to call in and speak and say my bit. You're the bravest woman, Afua, that I've ever met in my life. You've got so much balls. You don't give a shit. We all love you, and that is the only truth. Because without you, we wouldn't be here today. We wouldn't have opened up to tell our story. We would still be sitting down in silence and crying. And, you know, you just don't know what you've done. And I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. Yes, everyone's saying for sisters to take off her mask here, but you know,
We can hear you.
But let me tell you something.
Alright.
You see sisters like this sister standing here. I don't know if everybody understands the courage that it takes. Yeah? The courage that it
Amen.
takes to be able to come with, you know, and tell your truth in front of strangers. This thing, yeah. Yes, this thing, you know, that you've kept so secret for so long, this thing that had you in so much shame that your perpetrator told you to be ashamed of, to be able to take off, you know, that fear jacket, I call it, yeah? And actually put on whether your face is showing or not.
Because I noticed that lady there, but I don't know if she was talking about this one or it was her
So
herself.
big up yourself, my sister.
At the moment, sounding like she's with us, but I'm listening out. So I can get back to you later.
Unbelievable. I can see a G. I can see a G in the crowd. Yeah? I can see a G that was saying to me just a few days ago. He was saying, sis, I would love for you to be able to just jump on and rip off the mask and let the people them know that you're here. Well, Syria! See me here! It was never going to go down like that, my brother. It was always going to go down like this. So I just couldn't say. Like I said, can you imagine? You see the piece of vermin showed up. But can you imagine if they had a heads up? What you would have tried organize? Yeah? Imagine.
Did we leave them behind?
Oh, yes, my love. Okay. Yes, man. You know what? I don't want to call out too many names, but I do need to say that when it comes onto brothers in our community, I'm loving someone new, and I want to give a big shout out to my brethren, Mega Man, who was just 100% behind the system. Yeah? If you ever want your daughters to marry a certain character, pray that they marry a character like Mega Man. Yeah? I want a big chair for the brother right now. Big chair for the brother. Yeah? Big chair for the brother.
Enough shit too.
You can do better than that, my sisters, man. Yeah? Way better than that. All right.
And that poor guy gets so much shit.
You want to say something, my brother? Okay, come up. Come up, bro.
Yes!
Good afternoon.
Oh, yeah.
I just wanted to thank everyone who showed up. And this is a very...
I'll move out your way in a minute.
Because when
I said I'll move out your way in a minute.
Like the one you're
I'm
scared
streaming
of,
her live.
it's hard to trust me. When I look like the one you fear and the one that hurts you. It's hard to show my love to you, or at least it's harder to be accepted. It shocks me every day, or even today, just to see the degree to which this happened. We're not always aware. Maybe in our own ignorance or unwillingness to communicate.
Yeah.
But don't lose hope or sight with the fact that there are others who are there to support you in what you're going through. We can't do it alone, and we can't stand there and see that our women will turn their backs on us just because we look like those among us, the very few who will do these despicable things. So don't lose hope or strength or trust in us.
Amen.
Because we are willing to give all that we are to show that we are one regardless of what happens to us. And we will support you in your weakest times. And we'll be there in your strong times.
I'm gonna go now.
Because who do we have if not ourselves?
Right.
Make some strength to our young men, yeah? Look at this brother here. Look at this brother here, yeah? Let's stand up and give us that kind of statement. That's from the heart.
Yes.
That is from the absolute heart. I thank you, King. I thank you so much, man. You know, like, it touches me so much, the brothers that are here. You know, brothers that probably don't wear badness on this. They don't need to. Because you see, badness is, it's not about words. Yeah, it's not about the size of your gun. It's not about what you threaten that you're going to do to people. Badness comes from a deep-rooted self-belief that nobody can't do you nothing. That's badness. That's true badness. So these people are cowards today. That's what they are. They're cowards, absolute cowards. And these brothers that are standing up for us to be counted. Yeah? They're standing up for us to be counted. What are you saying, Jay? What are you saying? You ready? Or are you going to come later? Alright, you're good to go. This is a brother that offered me his premises. Yeah, you lot might have seen his video. He offered me his premises. Oh, yeah. So when you're back in the UK, nobody can't do you nothing. Come and stay at my house. I respectfully decline. But that's because I don't fear nothing. But you know, the fact that that as an offer was there from a man that I'd never met, emotional. It's getting me emotional now just even seeing you in the flesh, to be honest, my brother. It really, really is. But yeah, we ain't taking it anymore. Eamon Edwards, Victor Atkins, Asher Senator, Victor Lindsay, Mark Mackay, yeah? All the people that I've called out on my platform, believe it or don't believe it, their time is up. Their time is up. Their time is up. Why should we go through this time and time again, my brothers and sisters? Why do we have to have a history when we went through this on the plantation? We went through it on the plantation already. So we need to come back and go through it at the hands of those that should be protecting us. Yeah? Raping black women wholesale and don't even want to answer for it. Yeah? This is not a good thing. And there's a lot of brothers that are uncomfortable with what I'm saying. They say I'm trying to tear down black men. Anybody that knows me and knows what I've stood for and what I've fought for in my whole entire life is about the liberation and the salvation of black men. But there comes a point, my brothers and sisters, there comes a point when we no more are we going to allow for that conversation not to take place. We love you, brothers. Yes. But can't you see that? We do. Can't you see that we love you? Yeah? You are hurting us. You are hurting us. You're hurting us in our relationships. You are the fathers of our children. You're hurting us as husbands, as brothers, cousins, whatever. You are hurting your women. And right now we need to talk about that. We need to shed that pain, yeah? And we need to go through that healing process so we can stand strong with you. Nobody ain't against black men here. No. Nobody's against black men. But what we're saying is stop hurting us. Talk to your brethren. You're not the brother that does that. Talk to the brother that does. Yeah, because you all know. Everyone is aware of somebody that's giving their wife a box here and there. Everyone is aware of that person that's in the dark rubbing off the wallpaper with a little 15-year-old. Everyone sees it in our community, and we've turned a blind eye for long enough, time and time again. And we're saying enough is enough is enough. It's enough now, okay? So we need to be responsible for each other. We need to be responsible for each other, and particularly when it comes on to the other brothers, they need to hold their peer group accountable. We can't do that. We're not brethren, we're not in the hangout necessarily. Yeah, we're not rolling with man them. But your brethren is. And how are we going to do this alone? How are we going to change that mindset and make the brother know that he cannot walk amongst you if this is what he's doing? That's the only way we're going to do it. You know, one of the statistics is that when it comes on to sexual abuse in the black community, it's very rarely predatory, meaning that it's not going to be a strange man jumping out the bushes on you necessarily. That belongs to another community in terms of an MO. It is incestuous. It happens in our families, behind closed doors, between family members. And that's why this thing is so difficult for people to broach. That's why this thing is so difficult for a man to let go of his familial ties. Yeah? But everybody knows it's happening. There is, 1 in 3 women have been sexually abused in the home. 1 in 4 women and 1 in 3 African Caribbean women have been sexually abused in the home. What is that? What is that? That's practically every other sister that you meet. Yeah? Every other sister that you meet. But look, it's not going to happen overnight. As I said, we're changing the narrative, okay? And we're going to keep this momentum building year upon year upon year. I guarantee this time next year, when everyone's seen that there's nothing to be afraid of, this number in this crowd will swell. It will swell and it will grow. Yeah, so there's nothing to fear. You guys are doing that. So if anyone else wants to say anything, that's great. Otherwise, we're going to lead out and we're going to, okay, yes, my sister, bless you. Good everyone. I'm not a rape victim, but that's not the point. The point is that there's people here who are. And I just want to say that Afua is doing a very good job. A very good job, 100% a very good job. Because without this platform, we will still have a number of cases that go undetected. And Lambeth Council should be ashamed of themselves. Lambeth Council have historically swept rape and get involved. Rape cases under the carpet, and it is disgusting. And many of us live here. It's embarrassing. I also want to say, I'm happy to see that there are some brothers here, but we need more. And I'm actually quite sickened that there isn't more here. And I also want to say that anybody who picks up these perpetrators, you are just as bad as they are. You are just as disgusting as they are. Because you are helping these people to hide their shame. You should be ashamed just as the perpetrators. I'm going to leave it there because I don't want to cause any offence. But please, if you know somebody who's in trouble, encourage them to speak and speak with them. Thank you.
Another man's a king. He is. He does too good. And he gets enough shit and still doesn't care. Like people will come for him. And he's just doing what he needs to do.
The only judge is
Alright, that we are going to go at some point to the station, the police station. There you go.
Because he don't do it for pride. He was music, he does business, he does a whole ton of stuff. But you'd never know because he just like, that's a boy. He did. I have too much respect for that man.
Okay. Are you guys ready to march and look down the bricks of love? Yeah?
Aim for him.
You guys ready for that?
In ways that were just
Look down the bricks of love today. That's what we're doing. Yeah?
It's easier said than done, like, you gotta have faith.
Ladies, can we clear a path over here, please, so we can move, please? And the march, okay?
Let me catch up with her. That's
His
just
time is up.
right. Right. Yeah, thank you. Right.
Oh yeah, from last time.
They're like, is that him? I don't know. I don't know who this man is. But they chatting. Sorry.
It's alright, we're going to move from.
I keep getting in front of people's way.
That's okay. I'm just filming myself.
Okay.
Alright, so where do you step up?
Says, when we walk in the road, get everybody to go like this. One step to the road, one step to
Take a look at it.
You can put it on mine. You log in on mine and otherwise I'll check with somebody.
You step up, please.
All right, we're going.
Time is up.
His time is up.
Time is up. Time is up. Time is up. Time is up.
His time is up.
Time is up. Time is up. Where's it playing? The phone keeps. Steaming up. Like people are going phone steaming up. Time is up. Time is up. Time is up. Time is up.
Go, you go. Go. Oh.
I can turn around for them.
Yeah, how do I do it?
That's it. No, you just hold it because it's Afua's live. Just hold it towards you need to be a bit.
The winning of presidency is gone. His time is up. 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 You know that it's not right now. His time is up. 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 His time is up.
Well,
We can't bounce.
this time is up.
His time is up. Time is up. His time is up. Yes! We got 270 online.
And I think some more on YouTube as well. So the people that are joining us virtually, I'm so glad to have you there, my brother.
Yes, sir.
I will be back in a year. So to come here and see your faces, man, to know that we're actually here. We're doing it. We're doing it. And nobody is going to intimidate us. Because we want to believe that name right. We want to know why Richmond Police have not known the name right. We want to know why Richmond Police allowed this man to run with impunity in our community and terrorize the businesses. We know it well. Terrorize the businesses. We want to know that. We want to know why Richmond Police have not arrested. We want to know why Richmond Police. Yes! 100 times. 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 100 money. Sister's unwell. Did you know there is nothing that could have stopped her? She's unwell today, like a lot of people are. Yeah? We want to know why Tony Butters is still hiding out somewhere in prison. We want to know why it is that when any woman, black, white, Asian, or any woman, comes to the police and be protected, that they are questioned, that they are not believed. We're not protected by them. We're not protected by them. No, we're not protected by them. My sister, right now. They can't hear on YouTube. Oh, God. Then maybe they better come down. Maybe they better come off the keyboard and come to the seat. I've come how many thousand miles? I'm sure they can as well. Yeah. Like right now, the ops and the operationals, I don't even know. Other people have got the devices, so I don't even know right now. I really don't even know right now. Yeah, all the people watching on YouTube, Instagram, I don't even know if you manage Facebook. You're asked to be here. Yeah, this ain't no TV show. Right about now. It ain't a TV show. Yeah? This is a serious thing. We need numbers on the ground. But listen, we've done it with just the numbers we've got here, and this number is big to me. It's a lot of people. Yeah, it's a lot of men melting spirits right now. And we did look down the Boston Road. We've done everything we came out to do. But we want answers. And when we put our report together, it will be published. You guys will have view of that report. I would like that to be as part of a community consultation.
Can you hear now?
I want to just go away and write some report about what I think. Yeah? Okay. Thank you. I don't want to, look, this is not about me. Yeah? Everything that I've ever done and stood for in this campaign has been about what sisters tell me, about the pain that they share. Yeah? Their stories. We are each other. I am not in existence without you, and you could not exist without me. That is who we are. We are in existence entirely. Yeah? And if it wasn't for you brave women in this community here, then there is absolutely no way that I would be talking about anything. Yeah? I made one liquor shot, but you lot fired the bullets. Yeah? You fired the bullets. And I'm so glad, I'm so very glad that Vincent Atkins turned up today so everybody can see that we are still here standing. We're still here standing.
Same great accent.
Okay, Bobby.
Every time he rolls up, he rolls up in that same suit.
I always knew it in the spirit.
It must smell good.
Yeah, it's talk.
That's a merciness. He ain't sick.
You see when you're
No, he ain't
my
sick.
father used to say that a dying man clutches at straws.
Yeah.
That's what a dying man does.
Yeah.
They don't do anything. I don't get to be a paedophile or a perpetrator, of which I've worked with many, that held their hands up and said, fair dues.
It was me.
It was me.
Yeah.
They don't admit anything. A robber will say, you know what, I got caught. Yeah? Even a murderer
Put his
will
hands up.
confess. But you see, the mindset of perpetrators and paedophiles, they will take it to their grave and deny. He's the perfect personality that does that. Yeah? And we've got talking with many of them in our community. Many of them.
Puppet.
His time is up! 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 I've been told that certain people from the rat camp want to send me a message of, I don't know. I'm not receiving any messages from such entities. I don't want to talk. If you want to talk, take it in court like you said. Sue me for defamation of character so I can bring the weight of my evidence. Yes! Sue me if you dare. So that I can run your mouth. I would just love for my sisters to get their name in court that way. I'm not afraid of any defamation of character. When you bring a defamation of character down, you have to put the object. And then he's gone. Yeah? His time is up. His time is up. His time is up. His time is up.
Gone! Run on it! Gone! Okay, so I'll type it in. So I was going to get her. I knew she was here.
Smoke, and I was like, that's why you went off. I got it. I was like, don't worry.
Oh, sorry. Yo! That's my number, so you can call me in if you have a connection. No worries. Thank you for coming. It's not easy. Really not easy. Yeah, basically.
I wasn't abused by sexually. It's more like compulsive control. He's a world activist. That was one, so that's okay. But thank you so much, and I really appreciate your kindness as well. I have to go. I've got a small child at home. But thank you so much.
No, thank you for coming out.
Really appreciate it. And as I say, keep your I'm just shocked to see her. I literally watched it last night on YouTube.
Thank you. Where we go?
Money, sis. What's happening here?
Protest demonstration.
About
Sexual abuse in Brixton for years and years by certain people who everybody knows. Everyone knows who it is. Yes, sir. So we know
I don't know
more.
what it's heard.
No more.
No more fear. There's nothing for anyone to be afraid of. All these folks that are watching on Instagram, that want you to come down with their phone. He's got anything to be afraid of.
Who's the man there? Family member of that?
Which one? The one
One of the man want to be broken in with the knees, with the thing.
No, it's he's one of us. Oh, he's one of us.
He's one of us. Yeah, he's one of us. That is a good brother right there. Where's the
Them
one
sisters, did you not think?
Where's the one? He just left. He was here. They were talking to
It's
me.
not
He
his
just
head.
left.
It's out.
Yes, sis.
Jesus.
Yes.
Stay in one place. Stay in one place.
It's
Come on, come on.
time. It's up. We stand in solidarity. We stand in solidarity with victims and survivors of sexual abuse, of rape, of molestation,
Yes.
of harassment. Yes. We stand in solidarity. Woo! Our little girls, our grandmothers, our aunties, we stand in solidarity. We stand in solidarity. Right. Yes. I want you to repeat this with me. I am not a victim.
I am not a victim.
Not even a survivor.
Not even a survivor.
Motherfucking sniper.
I'm a motherfucker. Yes! Yes. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Love you. Thank you.
Gonna ban it.
Shame on you! 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 Shame on you!
Covering his face now.
Shame on you! Shame on you! Shame on you! Shame on you!
I didn't realise they took him in. There's always a woman next to them. Always. Marie, you want to explain to Afua's viewers what just happened with the man there? How he followed us down from... how he's one of our friends, he followed us down. The police took him in for a little bit. You want to say? Yeah. See if you can hear. Right. Marie, come. Come see if you can give us a... Yeah, come and see if you can give us a little update on what just happened.
Right, so
You're going to have to be loud.
the perpetrator, whose name is Vincent, arrived at the Ritzy and was intimidating, trying to shut people down, and it worked for some people. They followed us all the way up
The
to
friends follow us.
the puppets followed us from the town hall to the police station and was seen to be trying to get at Afua. And at that point, the police had to stop him. This is not okay. It's so inappropriate, and this has got to stop. Their time is up.
Thank you, sis.
Wonderful. We want answers. We want answers. We want to know why these people are able to get away with the atrocities and the crimes that they have been committing in our community to our women. We want to know why they have to be arrested. We want answers. We want answers. We want answers. We want answers.
We want answers. We want answers. With some woman and some other next
Arrest all the pedos! 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 Protect our children! Protect our children! Protect our children! Arrest all the pedos! 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 666! Repeat after me. 666! 666! The mark of the beast! The mark of the beast! Turn it around! Turn it around! Brixton Police! Brixton Police! 666! 666! The mark of the beast! The mark of the beast! Turn it around! Turn it around! Brixton Police! 666! 666! The mark of the beast! The mark of the beast! Turn it around! Turn it around! Brixton Police! Brixton Police! 666! 666! Mark of the beast! Mark of the beast! Turn it around! Turn it around! Brixton Police! Brixton Police! 666! 666! Mark of the beast! It's the mark of the beast! Turn it around! And when you turn it around, Brixton Police! Brixton Police! Protect us! Please arrest rats! Please arrest rats! Please arrest rats! And he's please arrest rats! Please arrest rats! Please arrest rats! Please arrest rats! and still let back out on bail. They know what I'm saying is true. I would not be saying it in front of the police station if that were not the case. This man has been questioned by these people and still allowed to go back into the community where he is free to intimidate witnesses, intimidate the victims, and try to ensure that people remain quiet. But we ain't quiet out here today. We know your dirty secret, and we are not going to be silenced, and we are not afraid. 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 Everyone here is standing up and being counted and letting that individual know that there is absolutely nothing he can do to stop this campaign. Nothing he can do. You can threaten with defamation of character. You can threaten with the police. But we are doing nothing wrong by standing here and speaking the truth of those women who allege that you raped them from when they were little girls. You and your friends. Gaza. Yeah? Where are you? Where are you, Ayman Edwards, Wavy H, all these supporters, all these people up in the DMs? Where are you now? I am here. I am waiting because we're doing our work. And do you think I've come back here to play? You think I've come back here to play? I've come back here to sew it up. Yeah? I've come back here to finish what I started. We tell you that straight. Be afraid, be very afraid if you've got anything that you're hiding out here. Be very afraid because we are going to uncover it stone by stone by stone by stone until there is no more of this scourge left in our community. We are going to uncover it into every hole and every crook and every hub where they are hiding. Yeah? We will not stand for it anymore. You don't get to rape our daughters like you raped us. You don't get to rape our children like you raped us. Yeah? You don't get to groom them and put them through a lifetime of turmoil like you did with us. It stops, and it stops today. Yeah? His time is up. His time is up. His time is up. Every perpetrator. His time is up. Time is up. His 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 time is up. It is so well and truly up, my sisters. We're going to lead out pretty soon unless somebody else wants to come up and have a special message for the police. Big up, my sister. Yeah? Yeah. Where's Birmingham? Where's Birmingham? Where's Birmingham in the house? Yay! I know Birmingham's here somewhere, man. 100%. They're over the other side. We know Manchester's supposed to be here as well. I don't know if they made it down. Liverpool is here. Alright, Liverpool! Yes, my sister, we love our scouts, brothers and sisters. Yeah? We are here and we are represented. 100%. Very soon, unless somebody else wants to say anything at this site, we're going to lead out and we're going to go back to Windrush Square where we're going to have the biggest rally and it's going to be an open mic. Everybody will be able to say what they want to say. We've got guest speakers. And what, did anyone buy the keynote speaker? Who guessed? Who guessed? There we go. Go on. Yeah, this mystery keynote speaker that's going to be coming, right? Lovely. Wonderful. Okay, so we're just waiting for some security details.
We started believing it. We nearly organised the screen and
then we're going to pile out. Who feels safe?
Yes!
Who feels shook? Nobody feels shook out here. I ain't shook.
Energized.
Police have friends in there. Police say.
You know what? Yes. Bless up. I want to just say, when I get back to Windrush anyway, I'll give the props where props is due. Let's keep it up, sisters. Don't let it go silent on us now. We want everybody to know on the bus, across the road, right over to the academy. All right.
There's a rat.
Sandra from
kitchen. Yes, Sandra.
No, they know me. Me can't, me can't.
Afua.
I'm not gonna say that. I'm gonna yeah. What I would like to say is that, when I heard about Afua, I do this thing, yeah? Because I'm not gonna do the fancy talk. I was shocked. As a Brixtonian, I was very, very, very shocked. Very shocked. Because when I heard what she was doing, I thought, raw! And a lot of us Brixtonians said, And then when she mentioned names, many names or whoever, I knew them. 40 odd years ago. And I was shocked. But guess what?
I've got batteries in the bag as well.
The reason why I'm doing this speech now is because I am supporting the woman that was abused back in the day. And I do know a lot of women that was raped and abused back in the day. But like, when I have to remember, hold it for me, when I have to remember Wagwan, and some of my friends has come to me and said, Sandra, oh my God, did you hear what happened? I said, yeah. Now, number one, I never was abused or raped back in the day, yeah? So I never went through it, you know? But some of my friends went through it. And they said, them not gonna talk. Them not talk. And I'm sorry, they're not talking it. They feel shame.
Yes.
I don't know. Look, and like, I'm from this lady here. And like, all the visual image. Why? Oh God. And they remember who and who. And when it happened to them when we were 13, 14, 15 and 16. Oh yes, many of us was raped in Brixton. But them not talk. They feel shame that it's come up. Because it's called like Me Too, with the R. Kelly thing and thing. Jimmy Savile, pedophile and a thing. But here what I want to say now, I'm not going to stay long. Please, all my black Brixton people them, girlfriends, that you can hear me now, we'll put it on Facebook. You got raped, talk it. Yeah, because this is the time now. Talk it now, you know? But like, there's nothing I can say or do. We're all over 60. That means it was. We're all over 60 now. And, well, alright. Well, yeah, but anyway, but this is a message out to all my black, well, and white and whoever in the world that got raped. Talk it out now. We're here now. Booyaka.
Thank you, sister. Thank you.
Blessed love for that, sis. Blessed love. Talk up the things, right? Talk up the things. 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 Another sister coming through. Hello, auntie. Hello. My name's Carol. I took my time because I was raped when I was 17, so I wasn't quite a kid. And I went with my dad to the police station, and first of all they said, you're making it up. And my father insisted I wasn't making it up. They then said because I was wearing a short skirt, as was normal in those days, Harlem, Archie, you must be a vile person, wearing a short skirt like everybody else. They said that I was to blame. And they went on and on and on until I was in tears. My father's not a crier. My father was a tough little, I want to fight with you, I want to fight with everybody else. They didn't want to speak to my mother because my mother's hair was curlier than mine. And my the skin was darker than mine. So that was that. And they just said that my father and I were to blame, Dad for bringing me up wrongly and me for asking. Let's hope things have changed, and if they haven't changed from today onwards, they will.
What's going on back there?
Don't attention. Don't attention. Don't give that attention.
It's up! 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 It's up!
Don't worry about it. Stay focused here. Yeah? Only when the problem occurs, I don't recognize the case, so don't worry.
Do not be afraid, my sisters! Yeah, none of them can't stop the time. None of them can't stop the time. His time is up! His time is up! His time is up! His time is up! His time is up!
He's not saying that, he's saying, where are the men?
Oh! Yeah, let's ask for it. Where are the men? 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 Okay. Okay, sorry brother, I thought you were causing trouble. I know that you're in support. Right, we're going to move out, people. If you follow security, okay, we're going to go that way. Oh, okay, no, before we move off, we've got one more sister that wants to say something. I'm so sorry, Auntie.
Hi everyone. I wasn't expecting to be here, but ancestors brought me here. And ancestors came here to say that they are supporting you all the way. All the way, all the way, all the way. Let us call on the ancestors. Ancestors!
Oh, sorry, me too.
Sorry. Alright, when we get back to the square. Yeah, when we get back to the square, we have to step up. You've got to listen to security guys.
Where did Marie go? Back. Marie!
His time is up!
Come back. I can't carry it, thank you.
Where are the men? We're leaving out now, people. Back to Windrush Square. His time is up. Where are the men? His time is up. Where are the men? His time is up. Where are the men? 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 His time is up. 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 His time is up.
His time is up.
His time is up. His time is up. His time is up. His time is up. His time is up. His time is up. His time is up. His time is up. His time is up. His time is up. His time is up.
Time is up.
His time is up.
His
His time is up.
his time is up.
His time is up.
His time is up.
His time is
It's
up.
up.
His time is up. His time is up.
Time is up.
His time is up. His time is up. His time is up. His time is up.
His time is up.
His time is up. His time is up. His time is up.
His time is up.
His time is up. His time is up. His time is up. His time is up. His time is up. His time is up. His time is up. His time is up. His time is up. His time is up. His time is up. His time is up. His time is up. His time is up. His time is up. His time is up. His time is up. His time is up. His time is up.
Time is up.
His time is up.
Time is up.
His time is up.
Time is up.
His time is up.
His time is up.
His time is up.
His
Time is up.
His time is up.
His time is up.
His time is up. Down with the
Beatles. His time is up. Down with the Beatles.
His time is up.
Down with the Beatles.
His time is up. Down with the Beatles. His time is up. Down with the Beatles. His time is up. Down with the Beatles. His time is up. Down with the Beatles. His
Time is up. With the Beatles.
down
With the Beatles. His time is up. With the Beatles.
His time is up. Down with the Beatles. His time is up. Down with the Beatles. His time is up. Down with the Beatles. His time is up. Down with the Beatles. His time is up. Down with the Beatles.
His time is up.
Down
With the Beatles.
His time is up. Down with the Beatles. His time is up. Down with the Beatles.
His time is up.
Down with the Beatles. His time is up. Down with the Beatles. His time is up. Down with the Beatles. His time is up. Down with the Beatles. His time is up. Down with the Beatles. His time is up. Down with the Beatles. His time is up.
Brixton.
Down with the pedos.
Time is up.
Down with
The pedos.
Time
Is up.
Down with the pedos. Time is up. Down with the pedos. Time is up.
Down with the pedos.
Time is up. Down with the pedos. Time is up. What we say? Down with the pedos.
Time is up.
Down with the
Pedos. His time is up.
Down with the pedos.
Time is up.
Down with the pedos. Time is up. Down with the pedos.
Come up.
Down with the pedos.
Time is up. Down with the pedos. His time is up. Time is up. His time is up. With the pedos. His time is up. Down with the pedos. His time is up.
Down with the pedos.
Is up.
Down with the pedos. His time is up. Down with the
Pedos.
His time is up. Down with the
Pedos. His time is up.
Down with the pedos. His time is up. Down with the pedos. His time is up. What is that?
His time is up.
His time is up. Down with the pedos. His time is up. His time is up. Down with the pedos. His time is up. Down with the pedos. His
Time is up.
down with the pedos. His time is up. Down with the pedos.
Time is up.
Down with the pedos. His time is up. Down with the pedos.
His time is up.
Down with the pedos. Down with the pedos. Down with the pedos. Down with the pedos.
His time is up.
Down with the pedos. Down with the pedos. Down with the pedos. Down with the pedos. Down with the pedos.
His time is up.
Down with the pedos. Down with the pedos. Down with the pedos. Down with the pedos. His time is up. 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 His time is up. Down with the pedo. Time is up. Down with the pedo. His time is up. Down with the pedo. His time is up. Down with the pedo. His time is up. His time is up. Down with the pedo.
His time is up.
Down with the pedo. His time is up. Down with the pedo. His time is up. Down with the pedo. His time is up. Down with the pedo. His time is up. Down with the pedo. His time is up. Down with the pedo. Down with the pedo. I say. Down with the pedo. His time is up. I say. Down with the pedo. His time is up. I say. His time is up. His time is up. His time is up. His time is up. Down with the pedo. His time is up. Down with the pedo.
His time is up.
Down with the pedo. Down with the pedo. His time is up. His time is up. His time is up. His time is up.
4:50 nearly. 4:30. 4:23. People on live.
Coming up.
YouTube.
Sister LB,
She was there.
his time is up. No more pedo. His time is up.
One, two, mic check, Afua. 1, 2, 1, 2. LV. Check 1, check 2, microphone check. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Yes. Blessed love, my people. Why? Our voices will be heard. And I believe that our voices have been heard today. Yeah? So much energy tried to stop this happening. If you ever know, if you ever know how much energy tried to stop this happening, me being here and a bag of other stuff, people. But now we're going to go on to the scheduled part of the day. I want to know if Sister Pam is here. Sister Pam, if you could make yourself known. Oh, yes. So this is our one of our first inspirational speakers that's going to grace us with the stage today. I'm going to leave it to her. Yes, my sister. It's so nice to see you in the flesh. It's so nice. Yep, so put your hands together. I don't know if anyone saw the live, I think when Karma came out, right? When Karma came on the live, this was the sister that came on and said thank you. She didn't show her face, but this is the sister, very, very special sister, and I'm going to give you the mic, my sister. So, this is us. This is us. This is our voice. This is us saying enough. This is us saying you will not stop us. You will not silence us. You know what I said when I phoned? I was moved by Karma's statement. I was moved by what Karma was saying about what happened to her and the impact it had on her. And she actually reminded me of things I didn't want to talk about, right? Things that I didn't want to accept had affected me and what I had done as a result. And I was lying in my bed, I have to tell you, I was lying in my bed listening to live, and I don't know what happened. I was in no state to be getting on any live. I just had to get on the phone and say thank you. And thank you to every one of you. Because, let me tell you something. Do not underestimate the power of your voice on this. Do not. You see when you're walking down the street just now? Trust me, there are girls and women from different races that are hoping and wishing and is inspired by the fact that you're brave enough to be saying enough. And you're not going to silence me. So I got to age 58 before I could say what happened to me. Now I would say that I, navigated the environment enough, got this job, that job, but I want to tell you something. I was not all that I could be because of the damage that had caused me. And when I got to 58 and decided I would write about it, What actually happened, it was the toughest thing in the world to voice it. So I see what you're doing. I see when you get on the internet and when you get on, I know this is not easy, right? Understand who you are, right? To do that, to be here today, who you are is something beyond which you realize. The power and the force that you represent, do not underestimate it. Do not underestimate it. So I write about it, right? I get to a point, it's a life story, so it's good. I'm talking about what's good, and I get to the bit where all I can do is say something happened. And thank God for the woman that came into my life, another black woman who said to me, that's not enough. So what she helped me to do is describe the time when at age 15, I was groomed and raped by 5 men from my community.
During her life.
Right? And I couldn't go home and say anything. Thank God the person who was also there with me. Did I know? Did I know that could happen? Did anyone tell me that's possible? Did anyone tell me that I could meet someone I like and then be groomed into a rape situation? No. And let me tell you, thank God for the woman who was with me and was also raped, because she was not saying a thing. She was not silent. She went home and told her parents. Right? What I want to say to you about that is, it was naivety that led me to that point. No one said to me, and it's not my family taught, they did not. My sisters who were caring for me didn't even, they were so busy surviving, they didn't remember. Whatever happened, there was a consequence to that I will not go into, because the thing that we know about rape is, don't mistake the fact that some semen's been left in us and pregnancy is a possibility. It's not an actuality. So I will not go into that. And I didn't write about that bit in the book, so it's interesting I'm sharing that with you today. Right? And so I'm going along my journey. I get to this country, that was when I was in America, I get to this country, and I meet my father.
My heart's working overtime.
Desperate. Oh, I have a father. Oh, it's so wonderful to meet him. Here he comes to rescue me. Did I know that his thought was, here is somebody I can screw?
Take a seat.
Did I know it?
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Did we ever know? Did you ever expect that? Who told us? Who told us that the people who are supposed to love us are also the people who will hurt us? And this individual had 2 factors going on. I felt he loved me, but the kind of love he had for me destroyed me. Okay? And that's the thing. That's the thing that when Karma spoke, when she talked about the duality, the confusion, what it leaves you feeling. And I could not speak about it as that man continued to cause damage to my reputation and lie and saying I was promiscuous. When that lady was talking about what happened to her because she had a short skirt, what happened to me because I was a girl, right? What happened to me is because I lived in his house. And what happened to me is that I was raped before, so surely I would want it again. That's what happened. And actually, I'm going to tell you, at the end of that saga, because I left home then at 16, like all of us in Brixton here, Cole Albert Lane, Loughborough Estate. I left home. And what did I end up with? Seeking refuge and rescue from anybody who liked me. Okay? So I'm vulnerable, right? I am rich pickings for those people who think this is someone I can equally abuse. And that's what happened. That was the nature of my relationships. Okay? And it wasn't until 58, despite years of therapy, because I managed to write, I needed it. It wasn't until 58 that I could say, you know what? I'm not ashamed. I didn't do anything wrong. I don't have to feel dirty. I don't have to feel I have a secret that I cannot speak. I don't have to pretend that I'm not who I am. Right? I don't have to try and please people, because in my head, I was less than the human being that I was born to be. When I did that, and I'm telling you, I'm here today, one of the reasons I wanted to come is not just to say to you, speak. I want to encourage you to write as well. I cannot tell you the therapeutic nature of putting something down on paper that happened to you, looking back at it and seeing it, and then share it with the world. I was not to know that there would be people reading this who are now starting to talk about this stuff. All I wanted to do was tell a story. I am not an author. I have no aspirations in that regard. And let me tell you, don't worry about it. They'll put some words down on paper. There's people who can fix it up for you. Do not worry about it. And them good at fixing it up. Just don't let them change your story. All right? And so ultimately, what I think about what we're doing today is you're making a contribution to the generations to follow. Right? The minute we say, stop, the minute we say, speak, when something happens, don't keep it a secret. When that abuser says to you it's a secret, don't tell your mom or don't tell this person. Teach your children, teach our children. That's a red flag. That's the time you come and talk to me. Because actually there is no hope of us saving the next generation if we suffer in silence and allow them to make the same mistakes and experience the same things that we have done. And the biggest mistake we have made is to be subjugated by that shame. Someone said earlier, the shame isn't ours. It isn't. But we're left to feel it is ours. It isn't. The power, you see what you just did? Shame on you, not shame on me. Shame on you, not shame on me. And it takes something to believe that. And let me tell you what you get when you've done that. Let me tell you what you get when you've done that. You're unstoppable. No one can say anything to you because there's nothing you're walking around afraid of or ashamed of. You're unstoppable. You can look people in the eye and say, this is me. If you don't like me, get away from me because I stand in my truth. And guess what? What happened to me was not my fault. It was not my fault. It was a perpetrator who decided to do that. It was not my fault. That's what I want to say to you today. Books that you can have only because I want to encourage you. I want to encourage you to write. I want to encourage you to use any therapeutic means. And guess what? Talking to your friend about it is therapeutic too, right? Talking to your children about it is therapeutic too. Just take the concept of expression in whatever shape or form and do not be ashamed or afraid to say it's an expression based on having been raped or having been abused. That's your power. Please take it. And I've got some copies you can have. Yes. I want you to big up my sister Pam. I want to big up my sister Pam. Our sister Pam. This is our elder. Yeah. Give us some big noise, people. Yeah. Pioneer in our community. Author. Yeah? If you want a copy of her book, go and speak to her. She's got some with her. Powerful testimony. My sister here. This is Pam Rowe. Everybody join her, follow her on Facebook or platforms. Big up her book and let it become a bestseller, my brothers and sisters. We want to look at 50 Shades of Grey and whatnot, and we're not supporting our own community. Support Sister Pam with her book. Okay? Okay. So that's going on. I'm going to leave a little time for that to happen. Let's play a little bit of music just for 5 minutes, and then we're going to bring up the rest of our speakers. Give me a show of hands, Double D, where you are, because you're going to be next. All right. Double D's here. JJ, you coming up? He's going to speak at some point as well if he's back. I hope he is. I'm looking for Birmingham. Where's Birmingham? Topper, not here. That's okay, my sister. I know that you were getting a big fight and a lot of anxiety and stuff like that, so I know that you're here in spirit, my sister. Yeah? Okay. Double D, you want to come to the stage? You know, it's so important to hear from the brothers, but even more so this brother, because let me tell you, if it's the one brother that fully put his platform over to supporting the cause and giving other victims a platform to speak their truth, is this brother Double D from Double D TV. Yeah, so let's big up our brother, yeah? One of the few brothers to stand and be counted. Let's big him up. I want to also, while I'm here doing big ups, actually, I want to give a big up to the sisters of Forever Family who have come down here despite resistance and despite what can I say? They've come down here off of their own spirit and their own back. They're the Sisters of Forever Family. They are absolute lioness soldiers, and I want you to put your hands together for them. I'm not going to identify them in the crowd, but they know they're here, they know who they are, and they know that I love them. That's my lioness sisters right there, yeah? Because they've come out even though our men didn't. And we're here, we're standing. As I said, I want to give a big up to the people on the studio sounds, and everybody on the team, on the planning committee. We've been meeting for weeks and weeks and weeks on Google Meets and what have you, and they're really good at holding secrets. And also the board of Forever Family as well. I want to big them up as well as separate entities. All right, my brothers and sisters. Double D, put your hands together for Double D TV.
Good evening, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. For who don't know me, I'm Double D. Go subscribe to my channel, please. I just want to say to the sisters, mankind has no future without a woman, right? I wrote this speech last night, well, this morning. I put to sleep, I was conflicted. You know, reason why I was conflicted, I just knew in my heart that a lot of men would have been here today. You know, our men are missing from our community, right? And this is why our young girls, most of them go down the road, they go down because the dads are missing from the home, all right? Let's get into it. Mankind has no future without our females. And as men, we must do what it takes to make our women safe. We must put a stop to child sexual abuse and abuse in general. I have a female friend. One day she poured her heart out to me, right? No one believed her, but I did. And it turned out that she was being abused, you know? Where was I? We have had, where was I? Let me start. Let me just
take your time, brother. We're with you.
Mankind has no future without our female. And as men, we must do what it takes to make our women safe. We must put a stop to child sexual abuse. Put a stop to sexual abuse in general. Right? And I mentioned my female friend who was sexually abused. And it's a life sentence. Today I stand with every female that have been sexually abused. And in our community, I, this brother, Double D, believe you, and I will stand and fight beside you until justice is done. One love.
Nice! Ashay! Thank you, bro. You almost got a tear out of me there. I swear down. Yes. I want to bring a very special brother to the stage. Brother JJ. I want you to come up and say a few words for me, my brother. I love this brother here. You see this brother's fighting spirit, this brother's inner. I just love this brother here. He's true blue. True blue is what he is. Big up, big up, big up. Does anyone remember that voice, that video? Yes, my brother. Bless up. That video that went viral on the back of the Vincent rap video. Do you remember it? When brother was talking, this is the brother right here, brother JJ, True Blue.
True blue, and a true man to his words. It's nice to see that everybody's turned up. It's especially nice to see this lady turned up. It's all about every community. It's not just about one community. We've got to look out for the children, the women, the men. We've had enough of the violations. Yeah, and if we don't stand together, yeah, we're going to get conquered every day, every morning. This platform this lady has set, yeah, is for everyone to speak up. Feel free in yourself. Do not pass away with these demons in you. Let them out. So let us know the demons are, yeah? And just look out for everybody in every community. If someone says something to you, don't push it under the bridge. Hear what they're saying. Some people cry wolf, but not everybody's a wolf, yeah? So we've got to look out for everybody. Double D, big up for your work. And when you push that there, you're a real man in a real life, yeah? We need more men to come on and stand up for the women. Tell the truth, you're feeling embarrassed. This place supposed to be long with bare men. But we can see what's going on in our community. We've got bare cowards. Yeah, we don't deal with cowards. But they ain't got no kingdom for no cowards. Yeah? everybody. That's all I'm going to say. But just look out for everybody here. Yes.
Love you, JJ. We love you very, very much. Very, very much. I just had a very special message from a sister. Does anyone remember Wayne Swaby? That dirty bungle. I've just been told that he's been charged on all counts. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah? No, I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry. He's been charged on all counts. His daughter has just told me the victim is here, unmasked, and has just shared with me that he's been charged on all counts. One by one, two by two, they will fall. Yeah? And there's more coming. Bless you, my sister. Blessed love to you, my sister. Yeah? What a brave empress to come and share that information and to actually stand up against her father. That is one of the hardest things to do. It's bad enough when it's your uncle or someone else, but when your father takes that fatherly trust and smashes it, and for you to be able to see that course of justice through, my goodness gracious me, I want a big hand again. Big hand again for the sister. Big hand again. Blessed love, man. Blessed love. Right. Who we got next? I really was hoping that Tupper would turn up. Maybe she's here and she doesn't want to speak, but she's going to. Heaven and Tamar. Am I saying that right? Yeah? We got some special sisters here from the Lioness Circle. The Lioness Circle is a resource in Thornton Heath that is especially for victims and survivors of sexual abuse. They're one of the few resources that is Black Pound and is operating in the area. So I want you to give a big, 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 big up to my sisters Heaven and Tamar from the Lioness Circle. Where are you, my sisters? Where's the Lioness Circle? Okay, sisters just doing something from the car. You know what? No, I'm going to leave that till the end because I'm going to say something at the very end. Yeah. So who we got next? We're waiting on Heaven and we're waiting on Tamar from the Lioness Circle. So let's put some tears. You got Lioness on the rise. I think that's appropriate right about now. Blessed love each and every one. If you know you as a soldier, put up a face, let me see it. All of the soldier. Afua Reals, he is a soldier. Lady Smith, he is a soldier. Audrey Scott, he is a soldier. Sandra Gaga Max, he is a soldier. We're champion.
You know what it is? I had it this morning.
Yeah.
And I've had it all day. Because it's out for the
Headphones plugged in.
No. It's all the sound. I'm literally trying to hold it in. I've been on it. But it's just something you can just quickly say, I'm sorry. Thank you. I'm trying. I'm going to send out a message in a minute. And then I'm sorry if it goes all wobbly every now and again. But I can't.
Sorry. We can't come inside the border, man. I'm very sorry. And so you go up and speak, please, love. Is that alright?
That's fine. In a minute, I am going to sit down though.
Amazing, man.
I had a hard day. So I had enough. And I'm back with phone. Thank you. I'm dying.
And the sound of the general science. On the count of three, I'm about to put it all on my enemies. From the day that me born, no military training, me a soldier. To survive in the community, we are soldier. I'm bigger than the one guide and protect ya. From the day that me born, is a soldier. No military training, me a soldier. No, we are stand firm today.
Big up everybody on Afua Live. We're having a great time. All the people that didn't come out to support them, we supporting them on the live. Big up yourself. We're having a blast, guys. I've just learned that Wayne Swavey was charged for sexual assault, and he was charged on all counts. You know, that's a good result. I just want to say big up to everybody on the live.
And we're sorry for the camera. I had it all day.
You know? Alright, big up. Alright.
Take over.
Oh, yeah.
My hands like this. They're complaining.
Escape the judgment, whether it's judgment by man or judgment by the Almighty. Must face and stand up to them judgment. Wonder with them lady Smurf.
They're all complaining too much to me now. Yeah. Somebody even came down to say, you're tapping the mic too much. A girl came down just to say, yeah. I came down to me. Yeah. No way. Tapping the mic too much because
Right, where's the mic?
Oh my gosh.
Right, don't just play.
Seek and search and now then find him. Now I find him is my crime. Man and man I go to the one him. Seek and know the garden told him. They said, no escape from this judgment. What we say? No secret, no pain. No, sit down for me there, ladies, man. Come to Afua. Can everyone hear? Are we good? This sounds low to me. So we're on a tight schedule because you know what? I don't want nightfall to catch any sister down here. None at all, because we know that's when the rats come out of the sewers, yeah? We know that's when they come. So we don't want nightfall to catch anybody down here. We're going to stick tight to our schedule. We've got some beautiful sisters coming on round about now.
All beautiful sisters.
Tamar, yeah, and Sister Heaven. Sister's just wrapping her wraps. I love what you're wearing, sister. I'm loving this. Ah, my sister. Honestly, the love is real, man. It's so real. So real. When you're ready, my sister. Yeah, 100. Such a beautiful turnout. Look at us. Look at us. Look at what we can achieve when we come together and stand shoulder to shoulder. There's nobody that can stop us, my brothers and sisters. Nobody at all. Let me give a big shout out to this sister in the front. You want me to say your name, sis? You good? Sister Sally. This sister here. You know them sisters those people that just work quietly in the background and make the thing happen and effective. That's my sister over there, right here. Give a big hand for Sally. Sally. Please. Girl. Yeah, man. Yeah, she gave a lot of her personal time.
Oh, wow.
Heaven, you ready for me? Yeah?
Sorry, I'm
Heaven
sorry.
and Tamar from the Lioness Circle. Come and tell us all about it. Sister's just getting on her ancestral wings. Don't know.
And they aren't even ready.
Alright, give a big hand for Lioness Circle. Remember that organisation is one of the few that we have in our community supporting our girls and our women. Blessed love. Sister Tamar.
Wagwan. Like, oh my days. We are here. We're doing this. We shouldn't have to. But yet, here we are. We've come a long way. And yet, here we are. So, my name is Lioness Tamar. And I call myself that because I believe I've been rebirthed. I've been rebirthed because from 5 years old, I was sexually abused by a family friend. At 8 years old, I was again abused by my stepdad. And at 13 years old, I was drug raped by a friend who is also a church deacon. And I heard Empress Afua says a few things on her live about fighting back. And if you've been through what many of us have been through, then like me, you may be thinking about fighting back. And I remember I never did fight back. Not then. But who was I gonna fight? My stepdad, who is the biggest monster ever that haunted me in my dream long after? Years later, who was I gonna fight? The friend who drug raped me when I didn't even know nothing until I woke up the next morning, who was I gonna fight? That 5-year-old little girl in the bed that got awoken by a nasty fucking pedophile. She shouldn't have to be freezing up, scared, not knowing what to do. She shouldn't have to be safety planning in her mind about how she's gonna get out. The embarrassment that's yet to come upon her. She shouldn't have to be thinking about all those things. But that was me. And I laid there and I pretend like I was sleeping. And I planned my escape. 5 fucking years old. And I got out. I did, but I didn't fight. I didn't fight.
You were 5.
But since then, because you know what? I'm not alone, and neither are any of you. Our ancestors, they're with us. You may see me standing here, but I've got a whole line of ancestors behind me. And they are reveling in this moment right now. They were there for me in that moment. They were there for me in all those other moments. And they did the fight for me. And what did that do? All those experiences, they blessed me with a fighting spirit though. I came to this country, people think that when you're out the abuse, you're fine. Just get on with life. Really? How the fuck do you try it? You try it. There's no such thing as fine. There's years of healing still to come. Especially when your life has been overthrown at such a young age. You haven't even begun to know who you are yet. And yet, you're stifled, you're silenced with the hurt, the pain, the trauma, the worries, the concern. What are they thinking? Can they see that dirty little girl inside of me? What would they say if they know? You shouldn't have to be thinking about that. But I carried the load. I carried it. It was heavy. And I got judged. I got judged for not fitting in. I got judged for being too over-sexualized. I got judged for being too bad. But nobody knew what was going on inside of me until that very day at university when my teacher came in the classroom and said, today's lecture is about rape. That was it. That was it. one day, it could be a smell, it could be a sound, it could be a taste, and look, something's gonna happen that's gonna bring you right back to that moment. And I don't wish it on my worst enemy. The panic attacks. I woke up so many nights in sweat and horror, can't go back to sleep. But all of that happened for a reason. It didn't just happen coincidentally. I dealt with a lot of my trauma since then. Had they not resurfaced, then who's gonna be? I ain't gonna be telling no one nothing. But because they resurfaced, I got the help. Guys, help is available. Help is available. And I wanted to let more women, especially us lot from the black community, from the African and Caribbean community, I wanted to let more women know that help is available. So I set up my own organization, and it's called the Lioness Bride. We're mainly known as the Lioness Circle. We're based in Croydon. A group of women, like I said, mostly black women, who's been through abuse after abuse, who's been neglected and deserted by friends, family, and the whole damn system. But the power is still burning. And that's what these women have come to realize within themselves at the Lioness Circle. It's about empowering survivors empowering survivors. And as a result of the work we've been doing there, I've even ended up writing my own book. It's called The Lioness Uncaged. And I talk about my story because no one ain't silencing me anymore. It's my story, and I am not ashamed, and I am not afraid to tell my story. But I also wanted to share some helpful tips that have assisted me along the way, so others who may be reading it may also take something of value from this book. And I've also used my story to be training police officers on how to engage with victims and survivors of abuse. And my current thing now is that I, with the same story, is running for councillor, Labour councillor at Croydon Council. Because the story doesn't end here, it's just beginning. And I am so proud to be standing here right now to be talking on this subject, because it's just something we just don't talk about. We brush it under the carpet because it's just so disgusting and humiliating and embarrassing. But you don't have to be humiliated anymore, guys. And that's what today is about. It's about standing together in solidarity, supporting each other, and making sure that those responsible are held accountable. That's what today is about. I thank you all for listening to me, and I thank you, Sister Afua, for having me here. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, yeah, man, powerful sister. I'm so glad you're plugging your book as well, sis. These things are so important for us to, it's so important for us to document our stories. You know, there has to be a legacy that's left for our young girls and our young boys to be able to see
what it is that we are doing, how it is that we've resisted, and why it is that these things should never be allowed in our community again. This is called legacy. We have to leave a legacy because our stories are going untold. Yeah, I've just been speaking to a few old school Brixtonian sisters in the crowd and stuff, and there's so many women that want to be here, but the shame and the fear of recrimination is still upon them. You know, I wish Sister Karma could be here because she gave such a powerful testimony last Friday as to that journey from victim, from being crushed in that way, and how it is you get to survivorship and survivorhood. You know, she's a powerful living testimony of how healing goes, and so are these two sisters as well. You know, when you take your power and you turn it around and you put it back into the community to help those who have been through what you've been through, that is the greatest honor that we can do to our own trauma, much less others. Please put your hands together for this, the beautiful Sister Heaven from Lioness Circle. Blessing God, my sister. Thank you so much. Can we please put a hand together for our beautiful Empress Afua Rose for putting this together? Yes, Ashe. And can I please ask you to light a match, stomp your feet, and clap your hands for yourselves? First and foremost, loud, clap for yourselves. Yeah, because you came to show your faith. A lot of us were so scared. Imagine being petrified from trauma that you are scared to come and show faith. That's a deep wound. Because we all know when you've been through something like this isn't about just the physical aspects. This rapes your spirit. It rapes your potential. This is an easy procrastinator catalyst where you start things, you don't finish them. Where you feel helpless and hopeless, and you feel that you're not good enough. At the most minuscule trigger, you could be having the best day. You could be having the best year. And then just something in you, it takes you back to that moment where you were hopeless, where you were... Okay, so, basically, I'm not going to get too deep here, but I was triggered literally 10 minutes ago because one of the perpetrators who perpetrated me is here. No, please, wait. And we are going to talk. I've reached out to this person several times. They've ignored me. And can you believe the Most High brought me right to his foot?
Hey, girl.
And he's here, and we're gonna talk. Because we need to talk. He wasn't that much older than me. He was a youth himself. Still doesn't make a difference. Do you understand? That nearly threw me the fuck off. But that's alright. Right. Now, what I need is everybody who's got a drum, please. My drummers. Hello. I knew that would get your attention. Can everybody who's got a drum, please, can I get a drum beat? Because what we're going to do right now is we've spoken enough, we've cried enough, we've shared enough, we've listened enough. Now it's time to move this trauma out of the body. We need to move it out of the cell memory, because that's where it's trapped. It's a pattern within. Ashe. I love that beat. We're going to do some oms. Anybody know what om is here? An om. I'm going to give you an example of om. So you breathe in. When you breathe in, your stomach expands and you hold it for 5. In unison, this is going to create something that's going to be so powerful that you're going to have the best poo when you wake up tomorrow, because you're going to eliminate it out that colon. Do you understand? Eliminate it out that womb, yeah? Ashe. Right.
I'm with these teams. I
Close
just
your
want to
eyes,
videotape so they got a good
and
take.
just feel safe.
I am
Know that
with
you're in a
them.
safe
I
space.
introduced you
Close your
to the police this morning.
Take a deep breath and hold it for 5. Inhale for 5. And then release with an om. Inhale, hold it. Inhale and hold it for 5. Then release that. Inhale. And on the last one, when you inhale, I want you to inhale your favorite color. Imagine it going through your nostrils as smoke. That is going to be the smoke that goes and finds which part of your body that's holding all those memories, holding all those traumas and pains, and it's going to rebuke it as you outward. The colors are going to go in every part of your body, every crevice, every cell, and you are going to be rejuvenated and renewed and rebirthed. My favorite color is purple. You're my Yashay, for royalty. Yours might be yellow. Okay, after 3, we're going to inhale your favorite color. Remember, it's going in your nose as the smoke and going right to your back pain, because I know nothing you don't want is in your back. Yeah, and in your guts. Wherever you got that pain, inhale the smoke. Inhale. Let that smoke fill up all in your body. And release. When you're ready, open your eyes. I know some of you lot's eyes still stayed open, but that's cool. It's part of the trauma. I like it. And now, we're gonna move. Move the drums. Don't just stand there. Move your waist. Come on. Move it. Move your shoulders. Move your shoulders and move your waist. Yeah? This is how you get rid of trauma. You step to the side. You step. Step. All right, move it. Move it. That's right. And you, the red scarf. I want to see you. 2 steps at least. Move it. This is your time. You understand? Don't worry about how you look. This ain't no dancing competition. This is moving that trauma out. Yes. Right. Now, after me, we're going to repeat something. I am healthy. I am wealthy. I am abundant. I am worthy. I am fertile. I am fruitful. I am productive. I am creative. I know myself. I love myself. I'm full of wealth. I'm full of health. I trust myself. I lead with my heart. I lead with my soul. I know who I am.
I know who I am.
Even when I don't. I know who I am.
I know who I am.
I love myself.
I love myself.
I trust myself.
I trust myself.
I forgive myself.
I forgive myself.
I trust myself.
I trust myself.
I am healthy.
I am healthy.
I am wealthy.
I am wealthy.
I'm rich.
I'm rich.
Bitch. Now, you see these wings? Why I got these wings? Because, let me tell you something. I don't even know if they're straight. Who cares? In life, you have to fly through things. You elevate. When they go low, we go high. Yeah? Give thanks to my late Auntie Maisie. She's the one that came with that. When they go low, we your fault. Return that to sender. I am one creator, and so are you. I trust myself. I know myself. I love myself. Even when I don't. And every day you wake up in the morning, in the sunrise, because we don't mourn when we rise, you understand? I want you to look in the mirror. I want you to give yourself the gun and the wink. You lot seen Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Carlton? Give yourself the gun and the wink, right? And you grab that, if you're a woman, grab that pom-pom, because it's the most powerful thing you're ever gonna have in this world. And you remind yourself, yeah, that you are the fucking creator, yeah? That everything and everyone came out from that. You understand what I'm saying? You grab that, you hold that, and you remind yourself, because no matter what they did in that area, it don't matter, because you still can create. Even if you don't have a baby physically, you still create. You still create. You are the one that everyone runs to, leans on, carries on. Yeah? You remind yourself of that. I'm still holding it. You remind yourself of that. Every day is your day. And when you don't feel like bathing today, that's alright, because it's still your day. And when you wake up in the house and you want to dress up, you want to go anywhere, it's still your day. Because you can never be too dressed up. And you can never be too dressed down. Because guess what? Your clothes don't make you, the girl makes the crown. You understand what I'm saying? You're royal by your blood. And in fact, everything that you've been through is the reason why you have more intuition and more sensitivity. So when they tell you you're too emotional or you're too sensitive, you say thank you for that, bitch. Because at least I'm aware. At least my child ain't gonna be so quick to get abused. At least I'm the one now who's got that skill inside of me to be so sensitive, yeah, to be so emotional that I can pick up on, I can smell it when it's near me, yeah? So remember this, your pain can be turned into power. Yes. Anytime. Yes. And just like this conversation that I'm gonna have with this person who doesn't seem to be here anymore, which means that he does remember.
Yeah, of course he remembers.
But if he does return, this is a conversation that I'm ready for now. Because I need to know why he did what he did. I don't need an apology though, because I got my own closure. You understand? Which is what? I turned plant-based. I healed myself from lupus. I reversed all diseases that came to me through the trauma. I changed my life around. I stopped taking every narcotic that I took. I just changed everything. And I became me again. I fasted for 111 days and I said no more. No fucking more. And I made sure I become more. I might not be the best, but guess what? I'm the fucking best. And so are you! Yeah? I want to hear it one more time. I am healthy! I am wealthy! I am worthy! And I shall... And make sure you drink your green juice as well, because it helps with your iron, you know? Love and more love to you. Love yourselves, yeah? Ashe. Ashe. My name's Heaven. And if you're on Instagram, you can follow me on Heaven's World, plural. Heaven's Worlds, all one, plural. Ashe. And Tamar, Lioness Circle, on Instagram as well. Ashe. Can we just get one more clap for yourselves, please? Please. The everybody's tuned alive. Thank you.
Oh, I'm so not a camera person. They're gonna
I love
this.
the sister's grittiness. Yeah? Yeah, we don't pet and powder with no talk around here. Are you really? I love that. I absolutely love that.
So we're going to be, we've got like an hour and a half left on the square. As I said, we can stay and mingle, whoever feels they want to do that. But I personally have said from the beginning that we need to end the march before sundown. Because we don't want no nighttime to get us down. Yeah, we don't want any funny guys or anybody thinking that, you know how it is. You know how we do it. Yeah, there's people waiting on the touchline somewhere in these side streets to move in when sun comes down. I can just feel it. I can feel them. So I'm going to invite open mic now before I do my final thing for a few minutes. Anyone that wants to come up, lend some words, say something, you know, just anything. If there isn't, then we'll proceed, or we'll play a little bit of music, and then at about 4 o'clock or thereabouts, I'm going to come on and you know, push some of the issues and close it down. Yeah? Is there anyone that feels they want to come up? Oh yeah, we got nice hands. That's beautiful. This sister's been waiting for a long time. Then the brother over there. Okay, sister. So we're opening the mic for stories, testimonies, and support. Blessed sis. Bless you, my sister. Greetings, greetings, everybody. I said greetings. Today, this is a family. I want to give thanks and praise to Afua first and foremost. Sis, please come up. And if it wasn't for her, I would just squeeze myself into these red trousers. Not easy. When I heard this woman on the station, on the platform, I had a lot of stuff buried. I'm not a Londoner, but I live in London. But before I start anything, I want to honor the ancestors and all of those men and women who have gone to the grave without telling their stories. People who hurt people. I stand as a survivor. I stand as a warrior queen. You know, not a long time ago, no amount of alcohol and eating food till I get up to 24 stone could heal me. I didn't know what it was, and I spoke to the brother earlier on that was here, Royston, that coached me. And it's no coincidence that when Afua says she started this on the 27th of November is the death of my son, many moons ago. But I still give thanks. And I remember I could have been about, some things are buried, and what Afua said, you can't wait for evidence. You know, and you know. And I was a child, and I want everybody, when you talk to your young people, please don't tell them, if anybody touch you, we gotta kill them. Because when I heard that from my dad, I went silent. I thought if I told anybody, okay, he would kill somebody, and then I would have no dad. But yet when I did speak to certain people, it was as if I said, look at the pigeons. Not realizing maybe they have their own trauma. When you see your friends and your sisters, even your brothers, drinking too much, eating too much, smoking too much, nobody could dance more than me on the dance floor. But I was trying to heal. I remember this person, I went on holiday, and I thought that my dad and mom sent me there for some tradition. And I was in the bedroom. And it came in the bedroom. And that's the day I knew I had to fight. And I fought and I fought. And only because I managed to open my mouth did he stop doing certain things that he should never have done. But I know it wasn't my fault. There's a dirty man. But at the end of the day, it put me into silence. And what it does, it allows other men and other people to sense that something has happened to you.
Yeah, exactly.
And then you don't just get one, you get two, you get three, you get squeezed where you don't want to be squeezed and touched where you don't want to be touched. But today, I plead and I beg on all of you to watch out for the little brothers and sisters when they're misbehaving. It's not that they're bad, bad things have happened. I also want to say this. Without this woman here, which is a monumental time, when we look at all the faces that were around here and we're saying, where are our men? Some of them are really and truly afraid.
justifiably maybe dealing with their pains. You see all them old men in the bookie at the club, all by themselves. You wonder why. Sometimes they've been abused. The family mash up, we don't know why. Women turn cold, you don't know why. Start asking the questions. Let's stop it now. And I just want to say to everybody, anybody that knows this song, I am blessed. I am blessed. Every day of my life I am blessed. When I wake up in the morning and I lay my head to rest, every day of my life I am blessed. One more time, everybody. I am blessed. I am blessed. Every day of my life I am blessed. When I wake up in the morning and I lay my head to rest, every day of my life I am blessed. Everybody shout Afua! Everybody shout Afua! No more pedophilia! No more! None again! Rebuke it! And sister, when you said about this, me have one too. So thank you. Everybody keep it. Teach your children. Tell them to leave them alone. Dirty man, leave the people. Pick them alone. Ubuntu. Let's walk in the spirit of Ubuntu. Ashe.
Blessed love my queen each and every time. Do we have anybody else here today who want to step up and give their testimony? This is your space and this is your time. You have a brother here? Please come forward, my brother. Come on, let's make him feel a push love. Give thanks.
How you guys doing? You alright? Yeah, you know what? I had to represent the decent men that are here. Men, where you at? Go who? The men that are not having it. So, to all the ladies that have been hurt in here, that have been hurt, you know, I was meant to film, but I had to say something to you. And to all the ladies that are hurt, I just want you to close your eyes. I just want to do this for you, yeah? To all the ladies and the queens preserved through malice of men, through trials and tribulations, finding respect again. I see your tears through your fears, the pain left behind. I'm so sorry that you hurt. I pray that you heal with time. You're a strong, intelligent superwoman. I know who's who and who respect I'm giving. Some brothers are spiteful, not knowing what they have, but you're the mother of the earth, and for you, I'm so glad. You're a beauty and a half in every aspect of the word. Despite the negative things you might have heard, you're the fiber that keeps families together. You're a living jewel and you've been created by the Creator. You're the hope of today and tomorrow. You're filled with dreams and promises, but yet receive sorrow. You're made strong for trials and tribulations, which will become your wings for elevation. You may fall, but no man can hold you down. Salvation bring the spear and the golden crown. When I rhyme, it's to break the shackles from your mind. It's the inside of your heart. That's what makes you fine. Yes. Beautiful woman, where does your secret lie? In your heart, in your mind, not between the thigh. You're a superwoman and you're created by, I don't know what to say anymore, but I'm so touched. As a man, we're representing you. I'm just gonna be real. I built an app for when our community's in trouble. For when we need our own shit, because people are not supporting us. I built an app for you. I built an app for our people, for our situation. I built our own social media platform as a young person to support us. Yeah, it's free. I'm a young person, I use my mind. I've been encouraged by my man over here who mentored me. And I'm here, and yeah, that's all I've got to say. Bless you, and I hope you find healing.
Blessed, my brother. Have we got your details, bro? We got your details, that's fantastic. What's the app name? What's the app name, brother? We're gonna make sure that we support that.
You can give them out you can give them out amongst the crowd, yeah? Fantastic, man. Absolutely fantastic. So we got a few more minutes of open mic. Okay, yes. I see my sister there. Come up, my sister. And bless the stage with us, sis. Come on, sis. Greetings, good afternoon. Hi. Family, ones and ones. I give thanks for being here. I give thanks to our ancestors. My testimony is such that I'm affected. I'm affected because I know ones and ones that have been affected. I'm a parent. I'm a sister, I'm a daughter. Oops. And one of the key things I would like to share and say, and it's sad that in this day and age, in the year 2021, in the Gregorian calendar is what we're currently using. In this day and age, our brothers. So those of you brothers who are here, please take the message and share, and the sisters as well, that I know at least 3 individuals, I would say 2 male associates and 1 friend, that when a sister says no, she means yes. And that is what these 3 individuals think in the year 2021. Wow. And we're all connected. So how many more brothers literally and actually think that if she continued to say no, 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 she'll eventually mean yes, or say yes. She playing hard to get, and eventually she'll relent? No. So this is a serious concern of mine, and not just mine, yours and ours. This is serious. No means no. So please, what does no mean? No means literally no. Not playing hard to get, but no. Right? And these are big men. These are big men. I don't get it. Today, in fact, I'm in my 50s, and these men are telling me, but there's a reason why I'm saying that. I can't believe that our brothers, they're in their 40s, 50s, 60s, and no means yes. This is sick. And this is what I wanted to share. Thank you. Thank you. Blessed love, I'm eating a patty, my first food from there.
I say, oh, I love it. It's so beautiful. And I'm glad I'm a part of it.
Yes, sisters. We're going to play some music and give us about 15 minutes and we'll resume with the speaking. Unless there's anyone that wants to come on at lastminute.com. No? All right. Yes, my brother. I know you've been guarding the people here today as well. Blessed love.
Blessed everybody. First of all, Afua, warrior queen. She's doing all over people in brave enough for today. How much bad man say them a gunman and them a wicked man. And I listen all type of music how them bad. And not one of them can stand up and defend the women them on a subject like this. You understand? Of all the things we stand up for. They don't have this we stand up for. You understand? But sis, honor and respect. Yeah? Yes. And just one thing. Parents, you see your young children you have to school them from early.
Yeah.
You have to tell them the parts of the body and tell them about good touch and bad touch. And now no man, all women supposed to touch them in certain place. You make them hold their hand and wash it themselves. You make them talk and they give them certain script. If someone touch you, you say this, you say, don't touch me there. I'm gonna tell my mother and my father. You understand? You have to teach them. And you have to tell them no matter who, whether it's me, whether it's daddy, whether it's uncle, brother, neighbor, whoever, there's nobody we can touch you there. And you have to talk it. You understand? You have to teach them things from early. And stop listening to certain music and let the little children dance up certain way. You understand? You're all gonna be the one in the party. Everyone say you're boring and rare. But you know something? It's gonna plant a seed in the youth them head. And them are gonna know, say, you know something? Something is wrong there. You're too young for that. You understand? So you have to teach them from early. Alright.
Bless it. You know what, brother, before you go off, you know what, brothers are Jamaican brothers, like Double D and this brother here. What's your name, brother?
That night, but no, I'm African, and my four parents get Jamaica.
Absolutely, my brother, because you know it's African for the Africans at home and abroad, as our founding father taught us, yeah, Marcus Garvey. But what I'm saying is, on that island there, yeah, that is inhabited by our African people, let me put it there properly. We know that we've got a particular systemic problem when it comes on to that particular place there. So it's very important for me that people from that community, stand up and be counted and speak out, because there's not enough of it. Put up your hands for this brother here. Blessed love, brother. Blessed love, blessed love, blessed love. Yeah, just gonna hear again from Heaven and Tamar. Tamar or Tamar? Tamar. All right. It's a mighty river.
Give thanks. I just want to, before I pass on to Tamar, because we're going to give you some information where you can come and get some support if you need any support or assistance. I just wanted to extend on what our brother was saying about speaking to our children from early. One of the things that I teach mine is that's the only time you are allowed to lie. I teach them that it's very important that they don't say that they're going to tell us. That they don't say they're going to tell mummy and daddy, because that's how many children didn't end up coming back home. They got to play dumb. Like, no, don't do that. Or try and get away from that situation, but never let them lead them on to say they're going to go and tell, because that could put their lives in complete danger. That's one of the biggest things that I can see the difference between the children that made it home and the children that didn't. Was when that person thought they had been, now I'm going to be in trouble, the child is going to identify me, and they murder them. So you teach your children, that's the one time you're allowed to lie. You play along. You play along. You say no, but you play along until you're out of that situation, and then you come and tell us. Ashe. And Tamar's going to let you know now where you can come and find any assistance.
Yeah, really good one. I agree with that. Okay, so I know that we've said quite a lot up here, sharing our stories and all, and it's so easy for us to get triggered, and so it's important that we not just know that help's available, but we know where to get help. So there is an organisation called Rape Crisis London. They are one of the main organisations when it comes to rape and sexual abuse victims and survivors. So I'm suggesting that they are basically one of the organisations you can reach out to. If you've got pen and paper or you want to take the number on your phone, you can call 0208 683 3311. You can also report your, so if you're out in the public and somebody's sexually harassing you, you can report that on 2 mobile apps which are highly monitored by the police. and so they can engage with you whilst use that data to improve the services that they offer as well. And these apps, they call Street Safe and Safe in the City. And of course, you can also reach out to myself. There's loads more organisations, but I don't want to take up the time. Just the telephone number for Rape Crisis London. Rape Crisis London 0208 683 3311. They are the main organisation locally for rape and sexual abuse survivors. And the apps that you can also report any form of sexual harassment, sexual assault in the street, they're called Street Safe and Safe in the City. And of course, as I said, like there's loads more organisations, there's lots of support available. So if you would like help finding something suitable for you, then you can also get in touch with myself. I've got my own Lioness Circle where it's a group of survivors, or I can signpost you to somewhere that may be more suitable for your particular situation. So you can reach me, Tamar, Tamar, at lionesstamar.com, or finally you can call me on 079 04 875793, and I'll try and help you get the support you need. Thank you very much.
Thank you so very much, Tamar Lioness and Heavens Africa, right here, representing alongside the Empress, the Warrior Queen, Afua Rose on this campaign. Let's hear it, people, come on! Come on, let's hear it! Lioness is on the rise! And we're not back down in this time. Full time, we say no more victims. We are the survivors. And we're going to play some more music now, Queen. All right, squeeze that up for me, Lady Smurf. Do remember, time is changing. Yes.
Sorry, I just want to get some water. I don't like to come back here.
Yeah, the times are changing. Right about now. This is the age of Aquarius. This is the season. This is the time, and this is the reason for calling out all wrongdoings. As Karma said so beautifully on Afua Rose platform, the time is about to align in perfect balance.
Just water and then I'll come back out. I don't want people around.
Blessed love to Perfect Taste caterers here supporting today, and all the local black businesses. We bless you up each and every time. Touch that, ladies and times is changing.
Thank you, lovely. Oh, am I still dating? Not my phone.
Stronger for the life makes us each day. Gotta take this journey all the way. You gotta face reality. Today for you, tomorrow for me. Come on, let's take it my way. Times are changing for my face.
Sorry, I didn't get you. I'm not gonna go in. must hate me right now.
No, right, they did.
It disconnected. But it's waiting for it to connect again, so they must be cussing. What's going on now?
And that is the truth right about now. And we cannot hide from the truth because the truth is the truth where God loves. Come in with it, Lady Smurf. Afua Ruas, Double D.
shit. And it's fucked up.
Sorry, I need you to. Yeah, I'm literally just letting you talk to me. There you go. I'm so sorry, babe, but
You
yeah.
guys know heaven is here, and heaven tells the truth. Alright? I come here, and there are so many people that come up to me and know me. How can all of us have gone through this? They say 1 in 4. Nah, I think it's everyone on some level has been affected. Even if you saw your little brother or your sister or whoever getting abused, it happened to you too. It happened to you too. So
And it's time to speak up, isn't
it's
it?
time to speak up, but even if you can't speak up, just stand up for yourself. Understand? Because this is the beginning. Trust me, next year's going to be bigger, and the year's going to be bigger, and the year's going to be bigger. But we've kicked it off.
Yes, absolutely.
You know what I mean? What we all need.
And we are saying no pain, no shame, no guilt, no
It's really
secret.
asking me, but I don't want everyone's looking at me. They're going to know who it is. We're going to go talk to them.
Yeah.
But if somebody used me, but he didn't get to freeway yet. He got me, cornered me in the stairs, went to my grandma, and held me at knife point and told me he was going to rape me and I'm going to get the bits out of my uniform. And then they interrupted by a stranger. Thank God, and I ran. And I remember I didn't tell anybody. And then I saw him doing well for himself. I was like, oh, you did well for yourself, are you? Oh, the whole house knows you, right? Oh, you're celebrity, yeah? That's fine. I'm getting on with it. But there's something in me. I saw somebody reposted one of these posts that said, God don't play with his children. And I thought, what? What the actual what? So, they asked him. I said to him, do you remember when this happened? I sent him about 7-8 messages over 2 months. He didn't respond once, and I know he got the message. And he's here, right now. And you know what? I know. Because I've been through the mill. I've killed myself. I had baby at home with no doctors in a pool. Yeah, no drugs. Like, I've gone through things that shows me that my body and my mind and spirit can withstand. You understand? So now I don't allow it to infest inside of my immune system like I did before. When I got lupus, when I got all these illnesses, unexplained illnesses, because the trauma is trapped. So I have to learn to release. Disease. I was not at ease. I was smiling. I was successful model, successful TV personality, all of these things. But what does that mean if the inside is still corrupt? I had a corrupt virus inside of me spreading. Yeah? To allow me to allow others to mistreat and beneath me. So because now I've decided to say no more. No more heaven, no. We're not going to use that as an excuse anymore. We need to really change
campaign is all about a voice for
8 meals a day. Eating.
A person who is willing to
what?
lift
How
up
can
their
you
head
Christmas?
stand up above the parapet and say yes.
There's something up. Why are you filling yourself up with all this junk?
No more pain. No more guilt.
So what happened is, I fasted for 111 days.
We are
and from that, created my academy called the School of Unapology. Oh no, I just said that. The School of Unapology. No apology. You hear that? Right. So what happened was, I now got students, they also heal their and reverse their ailments. And I knew I was on to something there, because every single one of them had been abused too. They didn't come for that. But with that fast, brought it to surface. One person got divorced after she was married. 60-year-old woman, married for 17 years, divorced. Someone walked out from their parents. So don't think it's did things to realise that actually they were amongst people who do not value them before they only mistreated them. So they moved out of that because they finally got all that stuff and moved out their bodies to see the environment they're in. Like they say, others have more. And when you know more, you do more. When you know better, you do better. You become better. You understand? Look at my brand, FFH, and it says what? Our truest wealth is our health. Yes? That fuel from heaven. And inside is a green. See green. Yeah? I'm all about the mind, body, and spirit. You can't have one impact for the rest of it. You've got to be everything. Absolutely. Affirmations. Be well to yourself. Give yourself praise for not knowing everything. Give yourself praise for not having the energy to do things. Give yourself the gratitude that you lift up others. For how you made it. You got up and made a cup of tea. You actually got out of bed. Sunday, you don't even get out of bed.
Thank you, Heather. Thank you. That was nice.
Oh, all right. Oh, excellent. Yes.
Where's Birmingham? Where's Manchester? Where's Leeds? Where's Liverpool? We're here in London representing all of the country. Join hands, people. Yeah. All right.
Emancipate yourselves from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our mind. Oh, have no fear for atomic energy. None of them cannot stop at the time. How long will they kill our prophets? While we stand aside and look. Queen Audrey Scott. We've got to fulfill the book. What do you have to sing? These songs of freedom is all I ever had.
Join hands, people. We want to form a circle of energy and love and protection. That's right, over there, from the north to south, the east and the west. Join hands, people. Join hands. Don't be deterred. This is beautiful. We did this. Join hands. Give us a few minutes. Keep joining hands, my sisters. Form that energy of love and that energy of protection and resistance. Keep joining hands. Lioness is on the rise. Are we ready?
Gosh, what a beautiful sight. Unity is strength and strength is unity. Are you ready? Are you ready?
Yeah, the lioness is on the rise. And let nobody we chased away all rats and vermin from the square today. We own this square today with our truth. Yeah.
I am ready to roll. Once the rules remain the same. Now the story's been told. Never drop out. Don't you ever have doubts. Oh gosh. Never say never, willingness forever to fight. I say never with you. I say. And I roll with the punches. Oh gosh. Call me by my name. I am ready to roll. Once the rule remain the same. I am ready to roll.
like that. You're beautiful people, man. We love you all. We love everyone in there. Oh, I'm so impressed by this. It's amazing. You're all amazing. Wow.
We'll be taking care of all the children.
Some energy now.
Oh gosh, lioness on the rise. Once the rule remain the same. Call me anytime. Lioness is on the rise. Afua, sing. I am ready to roll. Maria ready to roll. Lady Smith, you ready to roll. Sandra Gagglebox, you ready to roll. Afua rolls. Champion. Kieran, you ready to roll. Can't have no doubt. Call me by Monday. I am ready to roll. Yes, blessed luck. You know what? This is absolutely beautiful. Give yourself a big round of applause, my brothers and sisters. That is, you see what happened there? How everyone was just moving in divine energy and unison. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. All the times when I've been talking on the lives about having the faith and the trust in the Most High, we've had a peaceful event. Nobody has hurt us. Nobody has troubled us. And when I asked you to join hands, I didn't expect you to really form a ring of steel like that. That's absolutely beautiful. The power of the lioness here today. The power of us today is just unrivaled, my brothers and sisters. Nobody, no weapon formed against us has prospered. No weapon formed against us can ever prosper. And I want this to be a landmark for all those brothers and sisters that are not talking. You know, it's often said that we don't mention brothers. We don't mention brothers because brothers aren't coming to us. But we know your pain. We know that you're in the shadows. We know that you are not speaking out. And we represent you as well. You see, my sisters here, the spiritual sisters, don't ever underestimate these women. Our elder earlier on, who held a reverence and brought in the spirit of our ancestors. The prayer warriors that's been holding fasting and prayer to ensure that we can be safe here today. And of course, our lovely security brothers here that have given their time and their energy to this event. You understand? We need to really pick them up because people have put themselves physically on the line and spiritually on the line. Spiritually, yeah? Even just this gathering, I've had conversations with people that has given me more information towards the investigation. It is quite crucial. These people here, Lambeth, will wake up and listen after this event. Believe me when I tell you that. If you didn't trust before, trust here today. They will listen and wake up and hear our cry, and they will answer to our demands. Yeah? The police will answer to our demands. And it's not stopping here, as I said, brothers and sisters. There is a lot more coming. Stay tuned and stay focused and stay strong. And encourage, everybody here knows somebody who's affected, who wanted to come out and didn't feel able to come out. Okay? Speak to them. Show them the footage of this event and show them the strength that exists that is here to support them. Not everybody is a troll. Yeah? Not everybody is going to disbelieve you. We believe you. I believe you. Everybody here believes you. And there is absolutely no shame in it whatsoever. Yeah? There's people that are here that have taken their own fear and their own shame and have taken it in their hands and blazed the torch for all those that feel shame. Like Sister Karma said, I wish she could be here. Like she said last week, give back the shame. The shame does not belong to you.
12-year-old who was groomed and statutorily raped by a rat, yeah, and had a baby for him to keep that family silent, he burnt that house down, and that baby died as a result of that fire. Yeah? For those that never heard about it before, our brother Wayne Douglas that was killed in Brixton Police Station, we all know about it. I was one of the young people out there demonstrating against that atrocity up the road. But what we didn't know is that when a fundraiser was held for the family, Vincent Rat robbed the fundraiser. Yeah? These are the things. People know what this man was doing in the community. We're talking up the things today. I don't have the time to go into all of it. If you watch my lives and if you come on the platform, you will hear the full story. Okay? But we are talking about a murderer, a rapist, a paedophile, allegedly. Allegedly. Yeah? Allegedly. We are talking about one of the biggest scourges in our community to ever come out of the Windrush experience. And there is a whole generation of black women in this community, and mixed race women and white women, mainly black women, that has been affected, raped, impregnated as young girls by this scourge and his associates. You know who they are. They know who they are. I've called the names earlier, okay? We could do a whole roll call on these people. But right now, we are claiming this space and we are taking back the power. That red smoke and the red clothing that we have today symbolizes the blood of the fallen, the baby, the women that didn't make it, the women that were put on the game up the road there in Brixton and Streatham Hill and who were killed and never made it. You know, the woman that was found in the bath strangled. It's alleged that Raymond Edwards was the perpetrator. Alleged. Okay, to keep their nasty secrets silent. There is so many atrocities, my brothers and sisters, and we have to have this conversation in our community. I want us to hold a minute silence for all those that didn't make it, and a minute silence for all those who are still afraid to speak out. Okay, and that includes our brothers as well. I want them to come forward. It does not make you less of a man because you've been abused by some nasty perpetrator. You are not less of a man. You are more of a man when you come forward and you take back your power and give away your shame. Yeah? Follow the examples of the women, because it is us that's speaking out. It's us that have stood up and have blazed the trail for the brothers in our community. The good men that are here, as I keep saying, Mega Man, Double D, all these brothers. There was another brother that wanted to speak, but I just couldn't remember his name, so security wouldn't let him through. But all these brothers that are here representing and protecting us, you are the alpha males of our community. I don't want to hear no bad man talk. Yeah? People that are talking about riding out and they're doing this and they're doing that. It's all talk, because they're not here standing on one of the most important issues in our community in a generation. They're not here protecting the sisters who have had to come out today to face one of the most scariest and notorious and dangerous men in our community of this generation. You're all here standing up to that. Yeah? You're all here standing up to that tyranny. And that's what's most important. So let's hold a minute silence. I also want us to observe all the sisters that have been perpetrated upon, that have been harmed. You know, we had a real gem in our midst. And I fear that many of us, because of a lack of knowledge and ignorance, didn't really understand what was in our midst. And that sister that I want to honor amongst all of the sisters that I want to honor, but I really want to raise her up today, is our sister Sasha Johnson, that is laying in a hospital bed, again, because of the violence of our men, you know, because of the violence of our men towards us. Yeah, we are going to send her so much healing energy, that sister there. I didn't know that sister, I didn't know her at all, but I was in a group of people where a certain narrative was driven about her being an agent. And I got caught up in that tide without even checking that sister out. That was my own folly. I should have checked that sister out, because I'll tell you here today, if I'd have been aware fully of who that sister was, Sasha Johnson, I would have been standing with her shoulder to shoulder every single step of the way. So I want us to hold that minute silence for our sister Sasha and know that there are miracles that do happen. And that sister isn't gone yet. Her spirit has not left. Yeah? And we know that the Most High that we serve can bring her back to life and back to glory. Ashe. So let's hold a minute silence.
Yeah.
I've counted to 60 in my head. Is that about a minute, people? Blessed love. Let's give a big cheer and raise it up. Raise up the spirit. Raise it up. Raise it up. Yeah? Today marks the day that we will no longer be silent in this community about the atrocities against women and girls. Violence against women and girls in this community. Today we are speaking up and making a stand. Why should every other community have resources? Why should every other community have mechanisms and protocols whereby the women can report and we don't even talk about it? Today marks the day when we say no more of that. Moving forward, we are going to build infrastructure and we are going to build legacy for the victims of these perpetrations. Yeah, that's what we're going to do, and we're going to do it as a community. We're not going to beg the establishment for not one penny. Let me tell you that. I'm a Pan-Africanist, I'm a Garveyite. We take £1 or $1 or whatever of that currency is within the diaspora, and we build it brick by brick by brick. That's what we do. We ask nobody for nothing because we are a free people. We are free people and we are free women, and we don't ask, we take. We don't ask, we take. Yeah? That's what I want to say. But before we go, and I love the drummers, I'm loving the heartbeat. I never, look, you guys came. You came. I love the heartbeat. Like my sister was saying earlier, I'm in love bingy, you see. Because that is the root chakra right there. You know? I want to, in fact, keep that heartbeat right there. I want to share with you some words that I wrote when I was in my 20s. When I was in my dark middle passage. You know, before survivorship, before survivorhood, when I was still really a victim of my own self, because that's how perpetrators leave us, yeah? And I was on a bus, I was on a Greyhound bus, feeling suicidal. I was working in the drugs field in America, working up at Rikers Island and these places, and I went to visit my sister who lives in Connecticut on a 2-3 hour journey on a Greyhound bus. And I was kind of questioning myself, you know, why am I here? What am I doing? So it's just some words that came to me. And a lot of people have heard these words if you know my work, but not everybody knows where it was coming from and what it was about, you know? I awoke this morning with the rising sun. Exhilarated light bore witness to my plight. The story's just begun. Whoever said it would be easy breathing on the outside, is this alive? I feared it was dead. Am I really me? Can I see the error of strange ways through my hazy days? I am number one, second to none. From dark depths I emerge to face my crystal glory. Released from twisted fate, I rise to tell my story. No more good morning heartache, hello pain. I say bye-bye sleep demons, farewell shame. That rocky road to success, I do confess, keeps me holding on, but I am strong. Have to be. Realize what is written, put existence to the test. Hijack bad energy in this self I invest. Angels scream my name now, my creator truly pleased. I skate upon the life rink with gracious, peaceful ease. Whispers speak to me, fear not, brave one, torture overcome. My story's just begun. I think I can rest a while and lay this weary head, for I alone have witnessed my resurrection from the dead. I think I can rest a while and lay this weary head, for I alone have witnessed my resurrection from the dead. I say, blessed love, family, blessed love. I'm just loving the ancestral corner over there. Bless you all, man, bless you all. We did it. We did it, we did it, we did it. We actually did it. I actually got here and we actually did it. And it is the state for first many to come. I want 16th of October to be in every woman's diary, every man's diary.
diary, every person that is able to hear the voices of the fallen and the oppressed. I want it to be in your diaries, because on the 16th of October, every year going forward, we are going to mark for victims and women and girls of violence, and our brothers will stand with us. Yeah, we're going to mark it with this day. So next year will be bigger and it will be better. Yeah, and redder. Red ain't my favorite color, but I think it's a fitting color, and it's the root chakra. That's one of the reasons we chose it, and again to signify the blood of the fallen, and also to ring the alarm. We chose red to ring the alarm. Red is the color of alarm. Yeah, and we are ringing the alarm today. That's what we're doing. I'm gonna let music play out.
We say thanks for donations that have come in today. Some people have donated today, so thank you.
And thank you to everyone that's donated to the cause today as well. That will go into the central pot, and whatever we can do to pay the people that are working gratis for their time. Unbelievable, my brothers and sisters. We are showing every single aspect of Marcus Garvey, who is, as I say, one of my founding fathers, is being shown. Corporate economic, community responsibility. Those are the tenets by which we stand today. Yeah, you don't have to be down with the politics. You just got to be down with the principle. That's what it is right now. Yeah, that's what it is right now. So we're going to play it out by courtesy of the sisters over there, who have done an excellent job. Honestly, they've been absolutely invaluable. Let's have a big hand for the sound system. I'm thinking if there's anyone I've forgotten. We've already got a booking for Evan's birthday next year, so we're all good. I'm going to leave you with my freedom words that I always leave gatherings with. Yeah, and it's one of my favorite set of words, because it's so about who we are. Okay? Keep fighting the fight, my brothers and sisters. Keep tuning in, because we are going to be pushing forward on a more corporate level. Yeah, on a more structured level. We know what it is now. We've made our voices heard, and now we need results. We need for our objectives to be met. Who agrees with that? Yes. Who agrees that the victims deserve aftercare? Yes. Who agrees that the victims and all future victims deserve an infrastructure and a place they can go to understand and observe safety? A place of safety in our community. That's what we're fishing for, brothers and sisters. Okay? People say that I've risked life and limb to be here. I never feared anything once. Of course, we're taking precaution. This thing I'm wearing is very heavy. We're expecting all kind of something. But right now, we know that this place is vanguarded. Can't do me nothing. That's right, my brother. Can't do you nothing. I didn't see my brother D-Ro here earlier on. My brother's been a voice in our community for a long time, speaking out about these things. You called me D-Ro then? He's gone on now. I did see him over there earlier, but I didn't get a chance to embrace him, you know? But everybody that's come out, keep that spirit and keep that vibe and keep that word flowing, yeah? Keep that word flowing. Oh. Now you're gonna make me.
Come on, people, let's show our appreciation. The sacrifice, the endless time. Afua rules. Salute. We thank you. We thank strength and unity and love. We love to see this. What you're doing, keep doing what you're doing. Yes, Queen. Thank you, sisters. Blessings, blessings, blessings.
You know that I'm soppy like that. I was hoping I wasn't gonna cry, yeah?
Tears is a language where God understands. Tears is a language that God understands. And I am telling you, it's a cleansing right about now, my queen. We love you. We appreciate love you. Don't think we don't see the sacrifices and the things that you have done. And we appreciate love you to the maximum, Afua. Yes, queen.
You know what? Just understanding what it takes for people to be out here like this and to show that level of love is just mad touching for me, because the level of personal fight that I've had from even within my own family, the lack of support that I've had even from within organisations that I belong to and have given so much of my energy to. So to see this outpouring and this love is just the best thing that could ever happen to our community and to me as well. I just love everybody so much. And it is love that's going to win this thing over, you know. Oh yes. It's love for each other. You know, having your sisters back. Believing what they say to you. Because nobody comes out of the closet after 40 years and tells a lie on a man. Yeah? So that they can face scrutiny and hatred and just nastiness coming in their direction. Nobody does that. Yeah, no one does that. I'm not going to stand up here and get all these eggs pelted at me, metaphorical or otherwise. The death threats, the uncertainties, you know, having to duck around in the shadows. When I'm a person, I don't do shadows. You know? All of that. We don't need to have to go through that again. Let us speak boldly and let us speak with our chest. You understand? Let us speak boldly from this point onwards and with our chest. If anyone stops you in the street, I want you guys to be really careful as you disperse from here today as well. We're going to play out till 5 o'clock with music, with the drumming, and with the energy that we've locked into this square today. Because they can't penetrate even if they wanted to. Yeah? They can't. It's not just about the security, it's the energy that we've blocked here today. It is the spirit of the Most High that we've blocked here today. Them can't come across it. So blessed love, my brothers and sisters. And I'm going to see you on live on YouTube, so where we can mash it up and chop it up a little bit further on Monday. I'm going to be in the country. I'm not going to say how long. I'm not going to say how long, but let's just say I'm not leaving for now. We got work to do. Yeah? We got work to do. I'm not leaving for now, but I will be going back at some point, and I want anybody that is... I really wish you could. I've missed my tribe, man. I really have. But I want anyone that wants to be involved in that process that can lend their skills, particularly people that are from the therapeutic community, professionals. I want you to DM me, okay? We've got work to do. We've got work to do. And remember, there's a whole load of cases that Brixton police are going to have to be doing. They've got paperwork coming their way. They have so got paperwork coming their way. And as I'm able to reveal that going forward, guys, I will let you know that going forward. But I'm in liaison with them. Okay? And we will get our objective. We've broken the generational curse today, and we've made history in the Windrush community. I say, I want you all to rise up the Empress, the warrior queen, Afua Rose, and we still have testimonies to give here today, and we have more music to give. Let's hear it for Queens of Brixton, Pepe and Olive. Come on, let's rise up the Empress. Yes. Rise up the Empress. Greetings. First of all, I want to thank everybody for being here today. Afro Rose, big up yourself. Very brave indeed. Now, I'm just here. I'm not here to say anything about anybody. I'm just here to let you know that me and Olive, we grew up in Brixton. I'm 52 years old. I'm 53, Stockwell Park Estate. Right. Yeah? So you know where the year of when all this was happening. Now, when we was younger, we saw all that was going on, and we chose. We was getting a lot of advances, and people were, older guys were coming and they were looking at our breasts, looking at our bottom when we were young. So what we decided to do was to dress like boys. That is how we got out of the situation. We became tomboys. And that's why I still look like this today. Yeah? So we just, sometimes we saw what was going on, so we decided to, you know, keep them away. Protect. Yeah, and we just decided to cover up ourselves, and we wore trousers. We dressed like a boy for ages. And there was tomboys. And there's a little small part that she missed that.
We were artists, we were entertainers, we were the best at what we did in the 1980s. Anybody can vouch for us. We're Foundation, Olive, Brooklyn, Pepe, Bronx, yeah? So we were involved in the system of sound system, the business of sound system where for women.
Right, and for us to get on the microphone, we had to go through a whole heap of guys. They would try and touch you, they would try and do all sorts of things. So what we did to get through the crowd, we just dressed up like boys. So when they saw us coming, they didn't know we were girls. We just went. They weren't interested in us. You understand? That's how we got through it. But another thing that I want to address is all the young people out there, the Africans, Jamaicans, all of the Caribbean. Please, I'm begging you and I'm asking you, do not let anybody tell you that it is our culture for older men to go with younger girls. I want to hear it from you guys, because all what's going on today in the music industry and the dancehall industry and the designer and everything, arts, they try to tell you, that's how we do it, man. So after the culture and after, no, it's not. Yes? Pedophile is not African, American, Caribbean, African, Jamaican. It is not a Jamaican culture.
Even though it is happening all over the world,
yes,
we tend to normalize it, or we have normalized it.
And what they've normalized it. And what they've done is they've tried to justify their behavior by making it look as though you have to strip naked, you have to dress provocative. You have to show us your breasts. You have to wear see-through clothes for us to say, oh baby, you look nice. No, we're all covered up and we look nice. So what I wanted to say to you guys, thanks for being here. Obviously, I'm not the one going to close down the show. Olive, you're going to say a few things.
Yeah. So give thanks, Pepe. Pepe the creator. Yeah. I live Brooklyn. So what I'm saying here is that we've got a duty. We owe it to the children, because these people are targeting 12-year-olds. Yeah, we owe it to them. But in saying that, I am not interested in jungle justice or no lynch mob mentality. You understand? As much as we want the streets to get clean up, we have to know what we're doing. Because I've always said this, yeah, it's not what you do, it's the way that you do it. We've got enough as a people on our plate with them and those. You understand? We don't need to be our own enemies. But, as I said, first and foremost, we have to protect the youth them, and that should be our first point of duty. Yeah? So anyway, you know what? It's all about love, and it's all about the love that I saw today with everybody holding hands. Keep that love in your heart and let it grow, and continue to support the sister from, she's doing a good thing.
Right.
Yeah? Respect her love.
When you look saw Afua come up on Instagram, how many people said, it's about time? How many people looked at the screen and said, wow, this girl is brave? I said the same thing. When I saw her on Instagram, I was like, whoa. You understand? So we all need the strength that Alpha has. That's what we need to have. She's up here, and we're all here, but we need to take a little bit of her inspiration. We're here, we're clapping hands, but when we walk away, we're our own individual people. We need to take a little bit of her with us.
We'll sit still for a minute. We'll sit still, let the crowd go, and then we'll move.
Big up yourself.
Not straight away, not straight away. I'm not going to rush her out to everyone.
And of course, Olive, let's hear it. Rise up the Empress, rise up the Queen. We're going to play a track, and then we have an artist in the house who's going to sing for you. Let it go.
Yes, blessing love people, we're here and his time is up. March, I finished working, as they say, and it's been a great success. I just want everybody to know, do not be afraid. There is absolutely nothing to be afraid of, my brothers and sisters. I am here in London at the march. Nobody can't stop us. I want to know what the trolls are saying right now. They can't talk to us. They can't chat to us. We are here and we're taking back our power, and we're giving back the shame that has been left with these perpetrators. Blessing love, sisters and brothers. We keep going. We keep going. We keep going. Oh yeah, turn it down.
Okay, turn it up here. Turn this one up.
I am so hungry. That's alright.
Let me do a quick interview. You want the quick one?
Yeah.
As we come out of the sounds of Sizzler, of course, Black Woman and Child. And what a tune so relevant today, right about now, of course. Black Woman and Child, the future. Oh yes. And as we said today, no more shame, no more pain, no more secrets. We are returning it to sender. Oh yes, the perpetrator, it belongs to you. Afua Rules has gathered so much people here today. What a great gathering it is today as we come together in unity, strength and love to say no more. Oh yes indeed.
Yes indeed, indeed.
Yes, Queen.
So we're gonna end now, people. We're gonna outro with a very, very special sister. Okay? Very, very special sister. And she's gonna lead us out with a song. You know how we do. We're a people of rhythm and spirit, you know. We're a people of rhythm, spirit and expression. So even our pain is expressed creatively. So I want you to put your hands together for our young sister here. It's going to give us a rendition of a change is going to come. Yeah.
This queen goes by the name of Ruth Brown. Ruth Brown. Oh my gosh.
Please start again. Please start it again, please. Start it again. Take turn it up.
Okay.
Whoa!
Oh, just like a river. I've never seen it.
Cause it's been a
long time coming, but I know change won't come. Oh, yes, it will. It's been too hard living, but I'm afraid to die. 'Cause I don't know what's happening. It's been a long time coming, change will come. Yes, it will. It's been a long time coming.
Rest in peace, Stefan. I say, brother, help me please. Now give me
I don't know how to turn the left around. I can't even see. Sorry, darling. I can't
Hey! Contestants, wow, what a beautiful and heart-wrenching and heartfelt rendition. What a fitting finale for the day. Afua was.
Listen, I just realised who this sister was. One more sister. I know your voice is gone. It's hard now. When you're a singer, you have to protect it at that stage. If your voice is gone, it's gone. I would hope that you could have done more. My sister, you are beautiful.
Phenomenal.
I voted for you and you should have won. Those shows are not for us. I've done all of those shows. I was meant to win. I was actually favourite to win. They took my song away from me and gave it to the person that they made a winner.
I saw them do it. I saw them do it.
That's what they do. What am I talking about?
So I know it's not the people, it's just the glass houses.
The gatekeepers.
Thank you, keep supporting me. I am Ruth Brown and I'm not stopping. No one's gonna stop.
Never stop, my sister.
Kiki!
Rise up, Ruth Brown, each and every time. What a beautiful, beautiful sister. Say a blessed love going out to the Forever family, the brothers and the sisters of Forever family who are here today, as well as all the security personnel and all of the people who have been supporting each and every time right about now. We have to say a blessed respect going out to Brother Mike Wire and the St. Vincent and Ainty charities that he is supporting here. Gonna run some music right about now and come through. D-Row, come through, my brother. D-Row, come through, please. D-Row, look here, sir.
I don't know about this side. Someone give me this.
Somebody I look for you, my brother.